Check 1 2. This is Songs to Lose Your Mind to. Yeah?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah? Okay. That's good. How you guys doing?
Good.
It's a full studio again. Everybody's having a great time.
You know the vibes.
Yeah, a lot of beautiful black people here as usual. Now we do. This Songs to Lose Your Mind to. We talk about music. Talk about art. Talk about black art. Talk about
fuck shit.
We talk about fuck shit.
Which get into it.
I was resisting the urge to say that.
Yeah, well, well, here we are. We're already here. Yeah, we have a good time in general.
Yeah.
It's good. So yeah, for anyone listening, thank you. And
we got another full house again today.
We got another full house.
Plenty of people, man.
Yeah, because we got a lot to talk about. There's some usual shit. Should we introduce everybody?
Everybody should introduce themselves.
Okay, so you know the usual. Me, Alex, Fahad. Alex is back. He went to Amsterdam without us. We hate him, but it's okay. Yeah, Snake. You beat him once. Nelly's in the studio. Say hi, Nelly.
What up, guys?
Weird up. Vino's in the studio.
What?
Dante's in the studio.
What are you telling me, people?
And of course, last but not least, J fucking D.
Yeah, you know how we do. You like that. You like that.
Yeah. All right. So let's just skip right into this week in fuck shit, and then we get everybody's takes on it, right? Fahad reads the fuck shit as he does.
Oh, bro, I'm
he's
like
the fuck shit connoisseur.
I'm excited.
From day one, it's been like that.
Okay, that's
I'm in love
good.
with the fuck.
Lifetime member.
All right, let's do it. Fahad, go into it.
All right, so we have a lot to talk about this week, funny enough. It's been a good news week. So this week, Drake is obviously on his UK tour, right? Assassination Vacation or whatever. By the way, I don't really get why it's called that. Like, that's literally just two cool words put together. Like, Assassination Vacation means absolutely
It
nothing.
kind of rhymes.
Nah.
Yeah, but that's it. It just sounds
Yeah.
cool.
It sounds
doesn't
cool.
it?
Anyway,
It took him 2
so
seconds to come up with that.
now the controversy comes from. So obviously Drake has nigger in his songs, right? So people will go to shows and like white people will be saying nigger too when they sing along, and there was
Should we
like
clarify that Drake shows are mostly white people?
Yeah,
Or do we not need to do that? Yeah, right.
It's
Mostly
it's
white girls.
I'll say like it depends where in it. Like say in London, there's probably a big mismatch of everything. To be honest.
Yeah, but you think? I mean, people that can afford tickets.
Nah, bro. Everybody can afford tickets. Like, if you're really a Drake fan, you're gonna find somewhere to. Even if you have to pick up a queue, sling that or something.
You do what you gotta do.
You're gonna find a way.
Imagine these little white girls picking up a queue and slinging.
Yo, can you, bro?
Nah, but I would never work that hard to go to a Drake show. That's it's not. That's not it. at
What's
all.
the
to
news?
some people, like that's their guy, you know.
Yeah,
that's their
facts.
messiah. So
No, that's you hate to see it. That's very sad.
you hate to see.
You hate to see it, but
see
you know what? We do what we do, man. People like what they like. So what's the
So
news?
yeah, at the show, it's like I said, a whole bunch of white people saying the N-word, and on Twitter, some girl, it's a big name in Twitter. You guys got Twitter, right?
Yeah.
You know that Lil Nick 666 girl?
Yeah.
So she's always in the midst of some fuck shit, right? But you like her name, right, Alex? You like her name, right?
Yeah, it's a good name,
Lil
it's a
Nick
good name.
66. Anyway, so she made a thread saying how white people shouldn't be able to say the N-word at a concert, and it got a whole bunch of people like discussing, and some people lost their jobs after that shit, you know, because there was some white people saying that I can say if I want to, and then they went and they snitched to the bosses, and the boss said, bet. Sack their asses.
I saw.
Okay, bet.
I saw one. I saw one actually, and basically there was this white girl as well. She was talking about how
Right into the mic, JD.
She didn't even say nigga. She like said it with the ER.
Wow.
So like it was and then like someone did a thread and was like, oh, you know, I found out where she works. I found her parents, and it turns out that her dad is
Parents?
black.
Word.
So like, you know, like where do you go from there? You know, like. Because
Wait,
like, her
her dad
dad's
is
not
black?
like mixed race black. Her dad's like dark skinned black.
So why
that
was
means
it not
she's allowed to
obvious?
say it, no?
Yeah, but like she looked like a
Logic.
white girl.
Oh.
And
Yo.
like, you know those white girls that have braids?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
literally
like
what
that.
she looked like, yeah. But her dad is black, like proper dark.
Here's
So it's
the thing,
like-
though. This is not a new debate. Like, this is
It is,
come up.
yeah,
This
it
has come
comes
up.
Yeah,
all the
but
time.
I'm
Like-
just saying that because like it was because I saw people. Someone was like, oh, because someone found a picture of her parents and was like, oh, someone should find out where she works. And I was like, I
Twitter
mean,
don't play.
that's a bit
Yeah.
of it. Like, I mean, her dad is dark skinned black, so
Can we agree that doxing is horrible? How did it spiral
Yeah.
into?
Yeah.
It always does. It just does.
It always does. I don't even know how.
They call it Twitter do your thing.
Yeah, that's.
That's what they call it.
Explain that to me. I'm
So,
not a
okay.
Twitter connoisseur.
Boom. So you're
Alright, so
being
boom.
You're on the TL,
You
yeah.
do
It's a
some
Friday
fuck
night.
shit.
You're tweeting wild misogynistic, wild homophobic, yeah. Then boom, you get a couple of quote tweets like, "Oh my god, look at this guy. He's, oh my, how
Once
dare
you see
he?"
that, once you see
That's
that,
it.
that's like
it.
the
And
thing.
then
Those
once
finger snap. That's what it is.
Bro, and because it's the internet, like it's so easy to find out who you are, what you do. They'll go Google your name, find out who you are. Boom, they send an email to your
shout out
boss.
to late
Even
great,
if like
professor
you
from
actually
here.
like
So
once the court of the internet decides that you're guilty,
That's
you
it.
Not
did
even
You're
a
that
done.
quarter,
shit.
bro.
You're done.
That's like, bro. There's like 7 million people.
No, the
Yeah,
court-
like, once,
the court of the
actually, it's just
internet,
one.
brother.
court
Once
of-
one person says you did that shit,
You did that
you
shit.
did that shit.
But what's the? I mean, okay, let's go to the heart of this debate. Should white people say nigga at concerts? It is uncomfortable when they say it.
I've
Okay.
been around that shit, and that shit makes me so uncomfortable.
yeah,
'Cause I mean,
but-
like, there's thousands of white people around me. I can't really just go around checking.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Like,
I
if we're
wouldn't
being
say the
real,
word. I wouldn't say the F word at a concert, even if I know like I'm just 1 out of 6 million. Like I'm
the thing
not
is,
gay,
but like they're
so I
not
wouldn't
saying it
say
with the
that.
intention to like offend you. They're singing along to the song.
Can you fully enjoy a song
Right.
if you don't get to say all the words?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Like,
I've
yeah,
seen videos of
I love
white
how
people
only-
listening to songs and enjoying it without saying. So it is something
Facts.
you can do.
Not even that. I love how only white people get to like skirt the. Oh, I didn't intend to offend you. Like it's not my fault. You know what I mean? Like they have the what
no, sorry, it was just a
little
text.
tangent.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's like I love only how only white people get the whole I guess we'll get to YesJulz later, but the whole oh I offended you, it's not my fault. Like what did I do? Oh my god, they're the only ones that can plead ignorant. Like white people hate when we say nigga. Oh my god, this is news to us.
The thing is, I trust me, I don't want white people saying nigga, but like it's kind of. Yo, they're at a concert. They just want to enjoy themselves, you know.
No, but I feel like if we're being realistic, though, it's like there's so many songs you listen to that you don't know the wordings to, but you enjoy the songs. You don't really need to know the words to the songs. Like you could
don't have to sing along to
actually
it.
prevent yourself from singing along
You can.
and still
Fair enough.
enjoy the concert.
Yeah, like it's kind of
It's
insensitive.
just a thing of choice.
Mm.
It's
And
like,
we know,
choose
and
to not to do it.
you know what? Let's remove the innocent little white people that they don't want to offend anybody. They just want to have a good time. There's also the white boys that look you in the eye when they say that shit. We've been in that situation. We know.
They look
You in the eye like,
nigga,
what are
my
you gonna do?
What are you gonna
And then
do?
as they sing along to Sicko Mode or whatever they're singing along to, which is whatever they're allowed to sing along to that, but we know. And
Well, fuck that. I mean, that's
Yeah, okay,
Like,
if
but
that's
how do we
happening, yeah.
separate them from the? I just want to have a
see,
good
this is why
time.
it's so
Context.
fucked, bro. There's so many rules to this shit. Like the current state of the N word
That's what I'm
pass,
saying,
like it's
bro.
ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, trust me, I don't want white people saying
We're
it.
looking
It's
into
too
like,
rules.
yo, this girl's like semi-mixed race, like weighing up percentages and shit to find out how
real.
is she black
For
enough to
real.
say it. Like, honestly, I've said this before. But if we're being real, like, no one should say it or everyone should say it. That's the only. You got to be like blanket with this shit.
I think there's a way we can do this.
You can't do this case by case basis
I mean,
to
it's like the
everybody.
same way gay people
Why
use
not?
it's the same way gay people use the F word, but like no one's allowed to.
I don't-
Facts.
Gay-
I don't
gay
say
people
the
say
F
that.
word.
I mean,
Yes.
they do that. They say that quite a bit.
They,
Like,
and you know
online,
what?
they say
If
all
they
the time.
don't, if a black person decides, I know black people are like, I just don't say the N word because whatever. It's just too complicated. Blah 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 blah. I don't like the word. It is our choice to make. It is not their choice to impose upon us that we then have to be like, well, I guess they just want to have a good time. Like you know what I mean? Like it is entitled. But it is what it is. I think we can't stop them. I don't know what the whole. She
Yeah,
tweeted it.
I
what
mean,
has she solved?
Really and truly, like you're
Now
not
people are gonna say it in
That's
protest.
what I mean, man.
It's one of
That's
those
what I mean.
things like it sucks, but it's something we're gonna have to live with
Deal with.
because that's not
It's
gonna.
white privilege. Let's stop
Yeah.
basking it. In
Facts.
It's white
They're
privilege.
the only
That's
ones.
what it is.
Please come to the mic,
There's
Nelly.
no
Spit
need
some
to be
wisdom.
masking it in any other words saying, you know, they choose to or choose not to do it. It's white privilege. They never see nothing wrong with what they do. Just because they're
And they're the
privileged
only one
to
that have
do
the
it
privilege to
everything.
not do that. And that's the annoying part of it. Deeper than this is whatever. The N word is we go to sleep at night, white people, when you say N word at a show. Please know that. However, there's a deeper level to this, and the level to this shit is it is the privilege that you guys decide whether or not you get to hurt our feelings. Fuck you. if you say the N-word at the show. If you're just enjoying Drake, have a good time, man. Obviously.
Fuck Drake, actually. I had to put that out there. Fuck that nigga.
We have a designated punching bag already actually this week.
Yeah, right. We'll get to the British Drake if you think about it, actually.
Nah, British
shit.
Drake Cole.
Yeah, right.
British Drake Cole.
I want to. Okay, you know we're getting to this.
I'm right with you.
What else you got?
I felt that.
What else you got on your list?
Okay,
Let's make it
so
fuck shit part
what
two.
else? Okay, so boom. Roddy Rich was supposed to come to Colchester.
Someone's close to home.
Did anyone get tickets to that?
So many grown.
Did anyone get tickets to that?
I know people. I didn't personally,
Nah,
but
It was
No.
really coming home, you know.
Yo.
It was really
It
coming
was
home.
people
coming.
were gassed about
It was
this shit.
all going so well until
know.
niggas got involved.
Yeah, niggas always gonna nig, man.
Yeah.
Always
Should we talk about the Roddy
So
Ricch
what
thing
happened-
there, or we'll talk about it later?
So Roddy, okay, we'll go into depth as it's
As it
him.
goes on. Okay.
But the situation was he was doing a show in London, right? I'm not sure where exactly in London, but it was his own show. He was headlining it, right? Great show. If you go on his Instagram, people sing his songs word for word. Looks lit, right? However,
Plot
niggas
twist.
were involved.
Yep.
When niggas were involved,
It was at
fuck shit
Brixton.
happens. Yeah. So what happened is that
It was a
there was a
nigga
stabbing.
Yeah.
There was a stabbing. There's actually a video, not of the actual stabbing, but of the guy like showing his stab wound.
Damn.
Yeah. His arm was like covered in blood.
Damn, Twitter is
Crazy.
phenomenal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
You see a lot of shit.
Honestly,
Better than CNN.
yeah, oh, no cap, no cap,
No cap.
no
If you
cap.
know for president,
cap.
No cap.
if you know for president,
You
CNN
see it all.
sucks though. So
But yeah, so because of this, now Roddy Ricch, he may not be allowed to come back to the UK.
Oh.
but did he stab somebody?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And
Why
the thing
that's
is,
not
the
his
thing is, you
fault?
could
That's
use
not
the example of what's her face, Ariana Grande.
Ariana. I had someone say
Yeah.
that, like, if Ariana is not paying for the people who died from the bomb,
Why should he?
Pay for
Yeah.
Facts.
he?
Like, yo, when I heard they cancelled him coming here, I'm like, okay, that's well and good that it's dangerous. The nigga didn't stab someone himself. Like, assuming he got down and stabbed the fan and then continued performing, I would get, okay, maybe don't bring him here.
What are they saying? Like, because he's inciting violence? Is there
Yeah,
any more
that's
reason?
that's the
that's
full process
basically-
behind it.
Right.
Always,
Some bullshit, man.
always got to be the nigga to incite violence.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's always rap music. Yeah,
How did he incite
And the thing
violence?
is, a lot of niggas were like, oh yeah, Roddy Ricch, come to England. Like, you know, the streets love you. And then he comes to England.
And then they do
And
this
then
shit.
niggas
Then
just...
niggas
I
just
feel
have
for
to
him.
do nigga shit. Like,
Yeah.
why?
I
Don't
feel
take
for
me
him.
wrong.
Like,
Because you know they
That's his
cancelled,
bag,
they cancelled
bro.
his
That's
Colchester
his
show
bag
and
gone.
his show the day after. Like, I think they cancelled the rest of his UK shows.
he still got to open for Post Malone, but
Yeah, he's
all
doing
his
that.
other shows,
His, like, headline shows,
You
they
think,
cancelled all of
you
them.
think if someone got started a Post Malone show, they'll blame Post Malone for starting
Hell
that?
Fuck
no.
no.
Hell no.
Fuck no.
So I wonder what's the common denominator, white people.
Funny enough, there was actually a video of a fight that happened at the Post Malone show, and I mean, okay, nobody got stabbed, but like nobody was saying, "Oh, this is Post Malone's fault." You know?
You know they do. You know that because like there was the time that people the people that live in the Notting Hill area were trying to get Carnival banned because of like the start, and like it turns out that like proportionally more people died like Glastonbury for
exactly.
example than
Notting Hill.
Notting Hill.
Notting Hill is such a. I mean, I've been to Notting Hill Carnival twice. Beautiful carnival. I mean, yeah, niggas do nigga shit still everywhere. There's a lot of people in one place. It'll happen, but like it's not a particularly violent.
People are having
carnival.
fun.
Facts.
Yeah.
Everybody's just drunk, having a good time.
Because it's
you know.
like 2 million people coming and maybe like 5 incidents. Like that's like point
If
zero
we're being honest,
point
it's
zero
like,
percent.
if you put a group of people in a place and you put alcohol, something's definitely
Gonna happen. Yeah, alcohol
Well,
gives
it's
people
like-
ideas.
But there are systems in place for this. This is why we can do these things. So
Yeah, I'm like that's why like why do you need to ban the whole thing
Yeah.
when you could just put systems in place to prevent any situation that could occur and everyone's still
Because
having a good
I
time.
don't hear them talking about banning Glastonbury or Reading or
Should
all
we,
of that.
should we redefine what even? Okay, so he was supposed to come to Attic, right, in
Yeah,
Colchester.
he was
So
supposed to come to
Colchester
Attic.
University, Born Good Entertainment. I don't know if I'm plugging
Colchester
them.
University.
No, not Colchester University, but they were plugging it in a uni. So,
Oh, yeah,
but it's a
yeah,
lot of
I-
university students out of.
I saw
It's
people
the-
handing out flyers.
Yeah, so they're plugging it in.
It was a
uni.
big thing. Like,
It was a big thing. It's always a
They
big thing.
pushed.
Burna
They
Boy was a
pushed.
big thing too.
Yeah,
Zlatan
yeah.
was a big thing
David,
too.
yeah, that was a big thing as
No
well.
one thought it's.
But
we're
as
nowhere.
But so does Attic? They don't have their security on lock enough to handle Roddy?
Okay, here's the thing. Here's
what
the thing,
happens
right?
if-
Like, how many stabbings happen in Colchester, to be honest?
Not a lot, I don't think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why would you feel that?
But here's the thing about the concert, right? Because someone was saying to me, like, how did they manage to get knives in this situation? They're meant to have security,
Good
all
question.
this shit. I went to a concert on Tuesday, yeah, and I had a big bag with me. The guy wasn't asked to search through it. It had clothes in there and stuff. They will look in the bag and maybe like weigh it a little bit, like, you know, does it feel like it's got something in there? But other than that, like, they don't have time to check, especially in a big venue.
Where did you go to the concert?
That was Electric Ballroom. That's like
In Amsterdam.
Camden.
No, in Camden.
Camden,
So that's
okay.
like a 1,500 person venue.
Yeah, like
So that's
there's
just
not
on the
enough time
outside.
to thoroughly search everybody.
Yeah.
When there's probably going to be like maybe 10, 15 max
Mm.
security guards. That's not.
So it's more about, I don't know if you want to really talk about knife crime, but it's more linked to that than it is to do with
Absolutely,
bad
yeah, but
Bro,
security.
it has nothing to do with Roddy Rich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck all to do with
It has
him.
nothing to do with him. I know why they're
that's
trying
the
to.
main
Fuck
point.
off.
Yeah.
That could have happened there or
Could happen to
anywhere else.
anybody.
Anywhere,
Could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
And they're trying to like putting this on him. It's not fair.
It's like them banning Ariana Grande for the. I mean, horrible
never
thing
do
that
that.
happened to her for the bombing. But like, imagine they banned her for that shit.
I can't
Like, she
even
didn't-
think of that because they'll never do it.
Exactly.
They'll never do it.
There's no reality where that will happen.
Yeah.
In
But-
fact, she came back and made more money. I'm not saying that she's profiting off it,
Yeah.
but she did.
No cap.
She's, I think
I
she
know
has
they
another
gave her
show
a
this
bigger
summer.
concert, you know, and I'm
Yeah.
like, Roddy Ricch should get a bigger one to reach out to the youth.
Yeah, like,
Yo, guys,
maybe
niggas
don't
know
stab.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
really one extreme to the other.
It is.
So
It is what it is.
Man.
Anything else in this week?
Always gotta
Alright,
be
this
niggas.
Yo, Dave, number one album in the
We'll
UK.
talk about that. We'll
Shout
talk about
out.
that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. We'll get to that. We will get to.
Yikes.
We will get to that.
Yikes, that's a
Boys,
big
calm down.
yikes.
Calm down.
That's a
Yikes.
big yikes.
Yikes, indeed.
So nicely, we got the last point, which is YesJulz.
Huh?
YesJulz.
YesJulz.
So,
You hear that
I'm
big
not
sign
up on
already.
this.
Like, we don't even want to talk about you Jews.
Yeah.
We don't
You
want
know
to
she
talk
went
about
Niger's
you.
Christmas and niggas,
Oh, I'm not
niggas booed
surprised.
off stage.
Wait, before,
Really? Thank
be-
yeah,
God.
niggas booed off stage.
before we get to Jules, can we get to Mook? Is that his name?
Murder Mook, yeah.
He's such an idiot in that interview. I don't know how. I've never seen
He's
many
was that the
interviews
black
of him.
guy in the
He's-
interview?
Yeah.
Oh,
he-
yeah,
The
that
one on
nigga.
the extreme right. If
Yeah.
you know, Murder Mook is a podcast host. You know, do the context. Do the context.
Okay, so for those who don't know, YesJulz is a influencer slash curator slash party hoster slash 30. Oh shit, my bad. Sorry, didn't mean that. But
The last one was
that,
the last one was
like
the last one was a slip of tongue.
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
my
mean
bad,
that.
my bad.
That's
my
not
bad.
Solution Manitou does not
Hey,
support
you don't-
those.
hey.
I mean, she's a bit
can
of a
throw if you want to,
but
you know?
Solution Manitou does not support those.
Yeah, Haas is kind of fat though. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna-
yeah.
That's-
Is that a professional
I
opinion?
had to say that.
Can we get to the
But yeah, so
to say that.
with
He had no
YesJulz,
choice.
she's how can I say? She's ever present in the culture, in black culture, especially black American culture.
She just wouldn't go away. Sorry, yeah, keep going.
So she's hosted events such as Rolling Loud and so many other like.
should we clarify that she's white?
She's white, yeah, she's white. She claims to be of Puerto Rican and Italian descent, but
Because she's from
she's
Miami.
white,
Everybody
white.
in
She's
Miami is
white.
from
She's
Puerto
white,
Rico.
white.
She's white.
Yeah.
white.
She's
You can
white.
see it.
yeah, she's white.
She ain't
white.
got no nigga jeans in her.
Zero.
We can smell those jeans if you
Uh-huh.
got
Not
them.
even one.
Not one.
I don't even know why she went to Niger this Christmas. That was such a weird thing.
She just does a lot of weird things.
Hold
Yeah.
on, what's
What's
Niger's Christmas? Explain that.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
She went to Nigeria for
Yeah, this
Christmas.
Christmas to prove that she's down with the culture.
Yeah,
And she said she hit up someone on Instagram to make sure she was doing everything she could for the community.
she's so about the culture. So the issue is, she was on the Murder Mook's podcast, and they
Trash
spoke about
episode.
a whole array of stupidness, you know. But
and they
the-
just let her talk. The
Yeah.
whole, just kissing her ass
Oh.
the whole interview.
Murder Mook,
Nah, niggas love
Big
white
crew.
girls with fat
Big crew,
asses.
I swear,
Yeah,
like,
I
they
don't
lost
know
all their
why.
marbles
They
just because they
see
saw
that
fat
shit.
ass.
Like what? They see that shit and then they lose their mind.
And then even the girl was calling them out on some like they got. Keep going. You know what? Just to clarify.
But yeah, so YesJulz was Murder Mook asked her, "Oh, is there anybody in the game you have any like bad energy towards, or anybody you don't like?" And she then proceeded to slander Scotty Beam and Venus X. So Scotty Beam is a black woman who's been ever present in black culture and the music industry, the hip hop music industry in America, right? And she's done a lot for black people and black women, right? That's Scotty Beam. Venus X is a New York DJ. I think she's Dominican, something like that. But she's done a lot to put on other Hispanic background women, right? And then YesJulz has come here and like this. So let me clarify that YesJulz is like a guest when it comes to black culture, right? She's not black, right? She has no black in her whatsoever. We invited her into this space, right? So for her to now come into the space and outright slander this person and this person that has done so much for people like you is so foul.
Should we clarify even why she came on the show in the first place? She came on the show in the first place because apparently her boyfriend broke up with her or some shit, and she posted a jumper that said, "Niggas always be lying."
Nah,
no, that was
that was like 20. Yeah. So,
yeah, I don't know why she brought that because basically she posted she tweeted a shirt and it said "niggas lie a lot," and she was like, "Oh, should I wear this to the festival with the eye emoji? You know, the two eyes emoji? Yeah, on some like." I mean, she shouldn't. This was 2016. This was like the peak.
Bro, no one has to tell you that is not appropriate.
She's a
white woman.
Bro.
No matter even that. Let's say she's some fucking 15-year-old Puerto Rican chick, whatever. She's not. She's a professional influencer. Your job is to keep your brand and your brand is fueled by black people. So if it was fueled by neo-Nazis, sure, but it's fueled by black people on a professional level. Remove racism.
She fucked up on multiple levels.
She fucked up on multiple, and that's like not the latest thing.
That you're not black, okay?
And then the rapping thing she did. Remember that?
What was the rapping thing?
You know, she spit bars on a radio show, kind of like this one. But she's like, just because
my ass fat, they hate me. Or
no, just because I'm white and my ass is fat, they don't let me talk and that. And the guys on that show were a coon too, because they were like, oh my god, bars. And then she said it on Mook's podcast, and she was like, bars, and I was like, can someone throw this whole man away? Like.
She's really fucking annoying because I don't know, there are so many white people like this, but with her, she really irritates me because
she's taking the piss.
Yeah, she just it's like, yo, come on, like, do you not see what you're doing wrong here? And then whenever people come at her, she plays the victim card. It's like, oh man. And she starts crying on Instagram Live, like, I don't know why they're coming for me. Like, how can you not see what you're doing
like
wrong?
That's like peak white woman. They love that shit.
That's like their final card.
That's their trump card.
Yeah, that's the final card.
Privilege.
Boom.
I say it always boils down to that.
You know what? I got something kind of related, and this, you know, Brie Larson, right? Captain Marvel, she's come out and she starts talking about how someone asked her, right? She's standing, a black woman is interviewing her, and she gets asked, what is it like in film as a woman? And she goes, first of all, she says it's really hard. She's in the like
full stop. But we should have been a full stop of that interview.
Yeah. But even that is like, you're in the biggest film or one of the biggest films. You're getting paid shit tons for years now, isn't it? So it's not really hard for you. I don't know how you talk about hard, but and then she says, especially for women of color, and it's just so
patronizing.
Yeah, it's so patronizing. Like, she's really gonna take that struggle and use it as hers. Like,
wait, let's finish. Okay, so we'll go before we go to the cultural appropriation thing. We'll go to the YesJulz thing. Finish that story. Then Brie Larson has some other fuck shit.
The YesJulz story is pretty. I wanted to know what you guys thought about it. So.
I just think, okay, so I didn't know YesJulz this much. I knew she hosted parties. That's all I knew before this. I didn't know she had Travis Scott affiliations, apparently. She's name dropping every rapper in the business in this interview, like casually. And I'm like, okay. So in my head, I'm like, is this girl like, has she been accepted? You know what I mean? Like, it seems so weird. She's naming them on like a first name basis. At some point, one of the interviewers even asked her like, damn, like she doesn't go Wiz Khalifa. She goes, yeah, so Wiz hit me up. And I was like, okay. Everything, I know. Everything about it just seems very like...
yeah,
you know what I mean. She just seems on a very human basis. I don't know about her story. It's horrible that her sex tape got leaked, obviously, because she brought that up.
She was trash.
Yeah.
I said
You
it.
just have to put that.
I can't lie.
It was trash. You could do better, Julz.
I can't. Like, I mean, she's so white. She was moaning off beat. Like,
No, but if we're trying to be honest, like if you're leaking your sex tape, at least do better
Make
than
it
that,
bang.
please.
Make it
like
bang.
come with some quality.
Bro.
Why is it leaving your phone if it's not good?
I don't know about that.
Anyway, finish what you're saying.
Yeah, but on just a pure human judgment, like judging her on a human basis, she just seems so pretentious.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I can't stand them.
Like nothing they said. It's annoying that the white guy was the only one actually questioning her on
for
her
real.
shit.
For real.
Because I was like, I wanted somebody to be like, okay, we get it. You're the victim. However, you did do all of this shit. Why is it only you that people keep coming for again and again? Because she was bringing up all these things to defend herself, like, oh, then they did this to me, and then they did this to me, and they did this to me. But all I was hearing is, well, I was racist here, and then I was racist here, and then I was racist here. And I don't know why people think I'm racist. I don't understand. And I'm like, you know, the type of people that everything, what's it called? Everything that goes wrong in their life is the world, not them.
It's
like
not them,
it's
exactly.
it's the whole world that's against
it's
YesJulz.
never them.
I
It's
feel
never her
like
fault.
that interview was just her. Like, she just basically came out and be like, she basically just came out and said, "Oh, I did some racist shit. Why are people calling me racist?" That's literally, like, if you haven't seen the interview, that's literally what it is.
And then Mook goes, I wish I could quote him. I was so tired of the interview, I couldn't even write down but I'm paraphrasing Mook here. You can do it, Julz. Don't let the haters get to you, babe. You're okay, white bitch. I'm sorry people are trying to hurt you, poor white girl.
man.
Go make your money, sis.
You know that, have you seen that picture of, like, the black Spider-Man holding the white woman?
Yeah. Captain Sable.
Yeah, like that, like
Captain
that.
Sable.
That's it.
That's exactly
it.
what it was.
Luke is just trying to hold on to that job, man.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. If we're being
You
honest,
know, he's trying to get up on his cheeks.
Like,
That's what he's trying to do.
No, she's trying to smash, right?
She- yeah.
It felt like it, but she's not
She
even
won't
into
give
him
you no
at
coochie.
all. It was so
Yeah,
obvious. She was
it
actually
won't.
kind of grossed out by
She
him.
won't give you no
I
coochie.
it was funny when, like,
he tried too hard. Was it? Like,
fags.
Niggas said she was fucking LeBron in like 2015. Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard about
They
that.
said she was selling pussy in like 2015. She fucked. I saw LeBron. I was like, yo.
I don't know about the.
I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
Sucks
but
your mind does not support those opinions.
I was like, yo, that's tight. That is very.
Let's hope
It's
not.
very. I don't know. YesJulz is an idiot, but the world is ending, so who cares? Let's go to Brie Larson.
You see this video where this woman comes through the trap house and lets everybody hit it.
Oh. The thing is, which one? I've seen so many.
Oh no, the I know the one you talk, and then
Which
she
one?
starts singing at the end. Like,
I didn't even know. I didn't watch the whole thing.
I
bro.
watched the whole thing. She was.
Which one's that? Which one's
Can
that?
we clarify
was
what this is?
It was earlier this week. Okay, basically on Twitter there was a video. Someone screen recorded this guy's Snapchat story, and there was a bunch of niggas in a trap house, and there was this guy who pulled up with his daughter, and he wanted to buy drugs, but he didn't have money, so he
He gave the daughter.
yeah.
I've seen this video too. I've seen this video
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I'm sorry I brought this up.
Like they were calling they were
The landlord and shit.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were calling niggas from outside to pull up to the
Yo, like,
yard.
yo.
Yeah, like,
it's your
yo,
time.
pull up. Yeah, like, nah, it was so
Fucked up.
bad.
Vibes. I'm kidding.
That's
Stop.
though. Like,
That was.
you can't buy your drugs, sell your daughter.
Yeah, like, what? That was.
Wow.
And he was right there in the
Is
same.
this a real thing or is this like a movie?
That actually happened. This was earlier this week, I think.
Yeah.
Well, also in this week in fuckshit, I guess.
Yeah.
Bad parenting. Yeah.
crazy, man.
Last but not least, Captain Marvel. So Captain Marvel is another line of mediocre Marvel movies that have been coming out. Whatever, it's all good. If you like Marvel movies, that's calm. Brie Larson has insisted that this is the most important movie on the planet because there's a woman in it. I know, right? I
mean,
Every movie's with women.
no, but like, yeah,
No, but like,
no,
this is like the first like,
Marvel.
female
I
lead.
see.
And you know
Okay.
what? That's fair.
That's
Female-led
fair enough.
Marvel character, and that was all she needed to say. It is important to get representation in the music business, in the movie business, and the music business. While we're at it, as that,
Just
and
leave it
it
at
is
that.
important to get other perspectives in film criticism because it is. Because a lot of film critics, let's be honest, are white men, which is the 40-year-old thing was ages slightly, which was odd, but whatever. It's normally white men. That's calm. Yeah. See how I said that so eloquently? I didn't offend anybody. It's the truth. People would have Okay.
Yeah.
So Brilance couldn't stop there. She goes, I don't give a fuck what some 40-year-old, this is actually a quote, for 40-year-old white guy thinks about this shitty Disney movie.
But I don't hate white dudes.
Yeah, but I don't hate white. What's the name of this
Keeps
Disney?
coming with the.
What's the name of this Disney movie? In Time or something?
Yeah,
the
so-
one with
yeah,
Oprah in it.
yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I don't care what some 40-year-old white. First of all, that movie sucks, by the
That
way.
movie
let's
sucked.
let's throw that out
That
there.
movie was
I am a black
bad.
man. I am glad if black girls love that movie.
Nah.
Love that movie,
But to
man.
be honest, like
There's better movies and there's movies for you. There's not. You don't have to watch stupid Disney pandering shit. Trust me, black girls. There's better movies for
I
you.
mean, to be fair, it's not everyday black excellence. Sometimes black mediocrity, like
Facts.
white mediocrity. So you might as well have some.
And there is. I think it's okay to point out. I find it annoying, and maybe it's because I actually watch a lot of films. When people go, look at this amazing thing for representation, and there's like people that deserve it, people that take their time and craft stories about, like nobody watched Tangerine, which is about a transgender black woman. Beautiful movie. Transgender black prostitutes, actually. Beautiful movie. Really well made movie. No one watched Moonlight. No one watched If Beale Street Could Talk. Stories about actual black people with actual black characters, but everybody loves In Time, and everybody loves the one about the woman. What's the name? The Miss Marvel, I guess. What's the Captain Marvel? Is that it's called? Listen, if you like that, that's fine. But stop. Just because your movie is trash doesn't mean. And then the internet trolls took this, the sad little internet trolls on the internet, and they took this and then they ran with it because they're trolls. This is what they do. They like this. So they go, oh my God, Black Captain Marvel is some SJW pandering.
The way the internet acts is a constant factor. Like we don't even really have to talk about it at this point. It's just
Exactly. It's just
How it is.
expected
I knew
shit.
the internet was sick after they pushed Bad Box.
Yeah.
You guys have to agree that
That,
movie was trash.
that movie
was-
sucked.
The, the internet is so great at
I
pushing
don't know
whatever
what was
they
going
want to
on,
push.
honestly, with that. Like,
The internet
Actually-
is able to push a Vans challenge.
Yeah, like
Tell
that
me
would
we're
like
not jokers at this point.
imagine like
Like
that
the
was.
internet is literally pushing
I
a
actually
challenge
saw
where you
an
hold your shoes
article
and
the
you
other
throw
day
it
on
and you
Hypebeast
expect it to land.
about how like big internet accounts can like, cause like when Tiger made that song, what was the song, Taste or something like that.
Yeah.
Like no one really heard it, and then I think someone tweeted the video and like it got hella retweets, and then more people started seeing it, and then the song blew up. So it was like how the internet really nowadays it's like the internet and like meme culture
They dictate
that's
what happens.
dictating what's cool and what blows up.
Fantastic point.
Because like sicko mode wasn't as big until like niggas started memeing that shit. You remember? Like, cause when Asher came out, no one was really talking about sicko mode like
that.
like that.
People were talking about Yosemite more.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
But then
I was talking about sicko mode, just for the record.
yeah, but it's like, it wasn't until like niggas started memeing that shit that people and then it blew up, and like so they did have a point there, to be honest.
On a
It's-
You know
quick.
what?
Sorry.
Um,
you want to go first? Because on
Labels actually pay some of these accounts to push these things.
yeah, I heard that
Yeah.
as well. Actually,
You know Russ Gunlean.
yeah,
They Virgin Records, they paid Gemma Collins. You know who that is, right?
yeah,
tiny
the
woman.
comedian,
Yeah, the fat woman.
yeah.
Comedian
Yeah,
air quotes.
Yeah, quote unquote
They
comedian.
paid her to like put out a funny video of her gun leaning.
Wow.
well, I guess
Yeah,
the
and it
joke
went
is on
viral.
us.
It went viral.
That's, yeah.
That's what I mean. If in this like generation, this day and age, people
Nothing
like they
means
web
anything.
like they'll see something, run with it, go with it, instead of like thinking like, hey, is this really good, or is what they're trying to say to me like authentic, or people just they're so mindless.
I
They just run with
knew
anything.
niggas online weren't serious when they mean that R. Kelly interview.
Hey, no, that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
That was meme gold.
That was hilarious.
I was like, niggas can't take anything seriously. Like,
And on a slight tangent to what you're saying, so I want you guys to follow me here on everything. And I've talked to you about this a little bit, and I'm gonna cut that whole conspiracy theory rants to like 2 minutes. So time me. Disney has think of every single movie under the Disney umbrella. That includes Star Wars. That includes
Fantastic.
Marvel.
no, that's Sony. That's Sony.
Yeah, so that includes Star Wars, that includes Marvel, that includes Pixar. Think of most of the movies they put out. What movie have they put out that has had no controversy under it?
What do you mean? Like, no.
Black Panther had a controversy under it. Infinity War had some controversy. I can't remember what it was. Ant-Man 2, the most mediocre movie on the goddamn
That's not
planet.
controversy though. That was just boring.
Oh yeah, no, there was some, I can't remember what it, there's always something. Captain Marvel, I've heard it's mediocre, I haven't watched it, some controversy under it. Now, there might be two that escape the rocks, like this doesn't really care about Ant-Man. But like, think about Black Panther. Everybody that doesn't like it is a racist. Think about Infinity War. There was something in Infinity War. I wish I remember what it was. Every Star Wars movies. The Star Wars movies.
I know what you're talking about.
The Star Wars movies are the most meaty, like not the ones that are out now, not the original Star Wars.
Yeah,
the Star Wars movies deserve almost no controversy on the fucking
there was
planet.
One that came out this summer. That was so bad. The Jedi one. That was so.
And it's not regardless of the
that
quality.
was such a
Let's
shit
exactly
film.
remove the quality. What in that movie deserved? You think you hear the controversy and then you watch the movie. I don't watch the movie, but most people watch the movie, and I feel like if you know deep down that you've watched a movie with controversy, think about the last time you watched a movie that had a controversy around it, and the sinking feeling you felt that was like, wait, what is the controversy about? Disney movies are the most popcorn, cookie cutter, made for everybody movie on the planet, and yet somehow they're always controversial. Controversy is a marketing tactic, people. And Disney uses it better than anybody. And it's not a conspiracy theory. It is a fact.
It's a pure fact.
And can we stop allowing them to do this? Their movies, be controversial about movies that deserve it. Yeah. Their movies are the most bland. Their movies are rice. Can you imagine rice being controversial?
How do we stop it?
Yeah, you can't speak to the hive mind, bro. You can't
speak. You can't stop it.
Collectively decide.
Listen, controversy is fun, man. I know this. Like, Twitter is fun because of that.
It energizes people.
Of course, but there's movies that deserve this. There's movies that deserve some, like a little bit of, you know what I mean? Like, there's movies with edge. I have seen movies that I'm like, damn, nobody saw this and was like upset, except I can, because everybody's upset I can. But like, the general public is only upset at Disney movies now. Why? Could we stop? Those movies don't deserve it at all. There's nothing controversial about any single one of those movies. Pixar movies are controversial now. How?
I feel like it's because people don't know that they're all under the Disney bracket. Because I think if people realize that all these movies are under the... Because I've spoken to some people who didn't realize that most of the Marvel movies are owned by Disney.
Most people don't, because Disney is a genius. You will know when they own the moon.
That's
when you know. You'll be like, oh shit, when did this happen? It's been happening. Yeah. We've been seeing you, Disney. I see you, Disney. I just want to say that. I just wanted to get it out there. I know no one cares in Disney. We see you. I see what you're doing. Fucking Moana had controversy. How? Moana is the most cute cookie cutter. Like, I'm done with the rants. 2 minutes has elapsed.
What was the controversy?
I see you. Samoan people don't think the representation, blah 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 blah. I see you, Disney.
See, I
see what you're doing.
Think people knowing that they're all Disney films will help them avoid this bullshit anymore, because I do think it's the way they edit the trailers, and they'll say stuff just a little bit because they know exactly how the internet's gonna react. Like, it's gonna spiral off into like a fucking feedback loop, and it's gonna just grow and grow because they just like pit one side against each other, and then they just keep going and. Yeah,
I think it's the same way. Like,
and they're using to market mediocre movies. That hurts me.
I heard I heard labels actually make artists fight each other as well to like.
Oh yeah. 6ix9ine Trippie Redd. That shit was all scripted.
Yeah,
all scripted.
All of that.
It's been.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
Oh, I had to.
had to.
But the thing is, that's a very old tactic. They've been doing that for years.
Yeah, but niggas still haven't caught on to that yet.
That's what I mean.
And it's 2019.
That's what I mean.
In 20, thank you.
Like we're never. People will never like. There's always gonna be a segment of people that will just never catch on to.
Because I feel like once, like I feel like the part where they took the piss the most was the Soulja Boy Chris Brown thing, and I was like, are you niggas dumb? Like, did you really think Soulja Boy was gonna get in the ring with like? Did you actually?
Every Soulja Boy beef is fake.
Oh yeah, but Soulja Boy, that's because Soulja Boy is a genius.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not.
I don't know how you got Chris Brown in on that, but
did you see? By the way, Twitter went down for a couple of hours the other day, and Insta went down. And he's like, yo, it's gonna have to make a new Instagram.
Soulja Boy is amazing.
Souljagram.
Listen,
that nigga has AirPods.
This week in Fuck Shit, there's a reason we do this segment. Apart from the fact that it's just fun. There is a commonality and a trend with all of the fuck shit. And all this fuck shit is meaningless. It's fun to talk about, sure, but let's give fuck shit that deserves it. R. Kelly is still out here, bro. Like, that's energy.
Not for long.
I know, right? Use that energy to finalize that nigga's like sentence.
That nigga,
there's people. We
Kelly gotta go.
I swear, our voices are.
I don't know who he has, because like that nigga got arrested, and someone paid his bill, then he got rearrested, and then someone paid his child support.
You know what the street said? You know what the street said? The street said it was Jay-Z.
You know?
The song Social Mighty does not support that.
Oh wow.
What we're trying to say is brands are realizing that our voices matter. In fact, brands have always known that, but they're realizing it to the point where they're using it as a weapon. They've fine-tuned it to the point where it's almost like a sword, which is
It is.
goddamn beautiful. But that's fine. We can use them back. Show them what we think matters, and it's not Disney. Goodbye. I'm playing a song now. I'm playing the Jacksons. And we back. Yeah? How we feeling? Alright, so boom. This song's Lose Your Mind too. We talk about music, hip hop, art, fuck shit, all of the above.
Whole bunch of shit.
A whole lot of red. And we're talking about
shit.
today. Should we do a quick To Whom It May Concern? To Whom It May Concern, Schoolboy Q dropped a track and it was fire.
Oh yeah.
It was goddamn insane.
What's it called again?
Num Num Juice, which is an amazing name. The video is awesome. They free of the what do they call them?
The little homies.
Yeah, that guy's one of the best music video directors working right now.
That video is sick.
Insane.
They
Insane.
recreated a lot, like for like the.
So cool.
Like
It was
so cool.
every part about it,
So many
and the
cultural
little
references,
dance he
exactly.
does. I just that video feeds my soul.
I can't wait for
I
his
just-
album. I can't lie.
Same.
Facts.
I'm hoping
This
it's
is
TD
really got me
season, fam.
excited.
I hope so
You guys know about,
too.
you seen Kendrick's Twitter?
You know Zachariah
Change
drops
it to
Yeah,
black.
yeah,
Niggas
so
were like, what if he's just sad?
Hello.
It be like that
Facts.
sometimes, though.
Yeah, it really do.
It's starting, bro. It's
Yeah,
about
Zachariah is coming. So Zachariah has already come out. Isaiah Rashad.
New album.
Isaiah Rashad, please. The world's gonna end soon. I want to hear your album first.
this year, bro.
Please. It's taking forever. He hasn't even dropped a
Absol,
single.
though? Everyone's
So-
acting like Absol's not supposed to
I
drop
love
an
him, but
album.
yo, he fell off. He
Damn.
fell off, man.
I know his
so
old album
sorry.
wasn't that bad. You hate
last one?
Yeah, it
It
wasn't that
wasn't
bad.
good. It wasn't
It wasn't bad at all. Actually, it was
You listened to
weird.
that- When was the last time you listened to the album?
2017.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I should listen to it again.
No.
I mean, there's like you know.
Oh, like I haven't heard it in 2 years.
Like they said, like
No, but it's not a repeatable album. It's a very like I love a clipping album, but you don't listen to a clipping album like casually. Clipping is like you
I know,
digest
but
you digest the whole album.
I still listen to Control System to this day.
Damn,
To this day.
it was not as good as Code.
there's some work, like there's some albums you like the what's it called, Nas and Damian Marley album. That's an album I still listen to.
Facts. Distant Relatives is an amazing album,
Niggas
and
sleep
it's
on that
Nas's
shit
best album. No
That
capping.
is not that arguably one of his best albums.
I don't do. I think it's arguable. It's arguable because Nas is a legend. But
That
Distant
was a very.
Relatives
I don't know. I don't know a lot of
fantastic.
people have listened to it, and it's kind of sad because it's not on Apple Music either, and it's not on Spotify. Like it's a thing like you can only find out about it if you already know
You
it.
know.
Yeah.
All right.
If you know, you know.
And if you know, you know. Anyway, shout Schoolboy Q. Now, let's get back to the main topic of this week. Dante, you ready? We're about to talk about your
mans.
your man's
Gang.
slash I don't know, last hope for British hip hop.
Nah.
Come on.
I'm kidding. Let's talk about Dave Santan. Should we give a brief backstory or does he need no introduction? Yeah.
20-year-old rapper from Streatham.
Like
Came up off
Streatham.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
Streatham. Got popular freestyles. Affiliated with AJ Tracy. Now has #1 album in the country.
And affiliated with Drake now, apparently.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
been
he's been affiliated. He's been affiliated.
yeah, but like
Drake jumped on his
Drake
track.
just be affiliating anybody.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, let's call a spade. Drake is a culture
Facts.
vulture, man.
That
He's a
nigga-
vulture.
But
Facts.
it's a very smart marketing move, though. Like
Very.
he just hops on every single.
Wait for the
new wave.
Blueface. Wait for the Blueface
Smart
X
cut.
Drake feature, and then like that's
Drake
the
is
end
gonna
of Blueface.
feature Megan Thee Stallion in like a year.
I'm so
you
dead.
can write that down now.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna feature in like a year's time. That's what
Okay.
he does all
And
the
he'll
time.
probably
And
feature
niggas
in
don't
the-
see that shit, but we like see how like Blockboy JB, like who talks about that nigga now?
Because he drained his life. Drake drained Blockboy JB's energy, and then Blockboy JB is not that talented, anyways. No cap. I don't want to be that guy. So he didn't have that much to take. But whatever he had to take, he took it.
Yeah, whatever
Made all of the
little talent
money.
he had, he sucked it out.
Very well. Pause. But we
Took it
go.
out.
No, but let's go back on topic, guys. Talking about Dave Santan here. Let's stop being fucking disrespectful. Put some respect on his
First
name.
of all, what did you guys think? First of all, did you guys listen?
No, let's
to
talk about. So the album is called Psychodrama. Not everybody knows about Dave. The album's called Psychodrama. Blah 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 blah. #1 in the country now. Dope. I hope he gets all of the money. Whatever. I guess. Let's talk about it. What did you guys think? Did we listen to it all in full? Everybody here? Or is it just? Yeah.
Unfortunately.
What do you mean, bro?
I ain't really.
It was a long 51 minutes.
It really was.
Bro,
This
that
nigga
track
was
is
dropping
11 minutes.
10-minute tracks in 2019. That's tight.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That is very, very
I'm
tight.
listening. Okay,
We have
so
something to say.
Nah, but like it's 2019.
Yo,
Nigga,
Ivino,
like
wait, please, okay, you gotta share the vibe with Ivino, both of you, because Ivino, I feel like I thought Dante was gonna be outnumbered. I'm so glad you came through, because everybody else here apart from Dante and Ivino thinks this album was mediocre to trash. I don't know if anyone
Connor likes it.
Connor likes it.
Mm.
That's great. That's a stamp of approval right there. Shout out to Connor. Yeah, yeah. Where do we
Can I
start?
talk about this 10-minute track?
Please.
Because
that was
sorry,
intense.
sorry,
I did not
sorry.
expect that at all. That was
yeah, also that.
so intense.
So I was walking to uni, right? Listen to this album, just
That was
it's a long
uncomfortable,
enough
bro.
walk.
That
innit?
was a uncomfortable test.
He's going on.
Forever.
Okay, about Jason. Okay. Oh man, it's really deep. Okay, yo, I have a conversation with someone that I met on the squares. I put the headphones back on.
He's still on it.
Yo, let me tell you about, bro. Stop. What the fuck, man?
Yo, you know what? I actually think that's the best song on the album.
Really?
I actually think, not to say that I enjoy that song, but I think that's the best song on the album.
Well, I
not
felt
saying
like
much.
it was like a shitty
But the
version.
Burna Boy song is the best song on the album.
Yeah,
I
location was
disagree.
pretty dope. And
Location.
Disaster. J-Hus, shout out.
Disaster.
Free J-Hus.
Free J-Hus.
Ivino is really digging this. Okay,
He
let's
loves that album.
do the easy one.
Every day.
What do we like about this album? Dante, Ivino, please jump in.
Lyricism,
Fahad, I
man.
don't know.
Lyricism. He was on point.
Yo, he's
every
on
single
point
song.
every
But the
time.
thing
Every
is,
single song.
like
I'm a playboy, no Cardi.
from his, you'd expect he'd do something different.
Sometimes
like
we just wanna be
like
some
on his
fuckery.
album.
Like
But it's-
there's too much serious things going around in the world that sometimes we just want to hear lazy music.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
want to
No,
hear
but that's
about
not- you
drugs
know,
and
no,
women,
Trust me,
like-
trust me. I
that's-
love lazy music. But like,
However, that's not the
the album
criticism
wasn't
of
even
this
that,
album.
Okay, yeah, but
Let's be honest. I know you guys
I just
taste in
couldn't find
music.
the substance
As much
in
as
the
you
album, I'm being honest. I
exactly.
couldn't find the
Because
substance
as much
in the
as you
album.
guys like lazy, I know we like our whatever. We like our trap shit. We like our Cardis. But I know everybody in this room, to some extent, likes some woke shit. You know what I mean? We know you. I've listened to you guys' music. The problem is not the wokeness of this album. Let's get that very clear.
I don't think he did anything new or
Exa-
anything special. Like what he did was what he's been doing for a time.
What everybody's
He
been
stayed
doing
true to
for.
himself. Like that's what
Yeah.
happened. He's
Word.
always been like
Honestly,
this. He's
I've-
always been this intelligent character or in the UK music scene.
But
What
That's
is
so
intelligent
big.
about what he
But, like,
said?
As an artist, though,
Everything, man.
As an artist, though, you need to be able to step out
evolve.
your comfort zone and like, you know,
I
it's
wouldn't
like
say he has
A$AP Rocky
potential.
with testing. You know,
Facts.
he stepped out of his like
He's a
niggas may have
weird-
not fucked with that shit, but I respect him purely on the fact that
Facts.
he stepped out of like.
It's like we want to see the
Conventional.
growth. We want to see the growth.
We
It's
don't
like,
wanna see the-
just
it's
don't
like
wanna see
Gunna's
stuck
new
in the same
album.
place.
I didn't really fuck with that because it was literally the same thing he did on Drip season 1 and 2, and now it was literally the same thing.
Gunna's drowning, bro.
Yeah.
That
Well, this
drip.
was-
I don't think
really
the
drowning.
purpose of the album was for him to show off new talents or new skills though.
Go for
Because
it.
like if you listen to the album, it's like a story of his life and how he's got to where he is. So it's like a way for the fans to connect with him as a person through his music rather than just through tweets or something. It's like it gives a deeper understanding to his life if you like listen to it because I've
So it says blonde.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not to put words in your mouth or anything.
I'm asking.
Let's be very guided. Very, very
No,
guided.
and
No,
yo,
but that's kind of what
But
he's
this is his
describing.
first studio album. Though.
Yeah, he got
He's
his
got a lot
first
of
debut album.
He's got a lot of EPs and other tapes, but this is his first album.
And how has his sound changed from the album to the tape? Like, what about this album like separates?
Like
it, that this
he's
is
never
not
done
just
a 10-minute
mixtape?
track. Never. I
Fair.
mean,
He has done long
Never
tracks though,
again.
like
Never.
Question Time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Question Time was just as
Isn't it
long.
How I Met My Ex? Or
Yeah, How I Met My Ex
That's a-
was
that's a
just as
long
long
one.
as well.
But let's remove growth and evolution. Let's remove that. And reviewing this album as a bubble, Dante. What about this album appealed to you on a very like? Imagine you never knew who Dave was. You just came into this like, who's this Dave guy? Let me check out this guy. Okay, put on the album. That 51-minute period. What about that album? Like, sell it to a new fan.
I don't know, it's the way he connects with a fan and like he explains stuff that you wouldn't know about. He explains stuff about like London, about living. It's like there's a podcast called Half Cast Podcast, and it explains like parts of the album. Like it explains how the album is meant for like younger people, but they're not gonna listen to it. It's like it's an album meant for people who are not gonna listen to it in a way, because like talking about London life and how he's been brought up and how the struggles being black, even though no one likes that song. But it's a deeper album. It's not just an album to show skills and qualities, because we all know he's a skilled rapper. Wow.
And I want to say this, like, I feel like he has lyricism and some flow and some skill, right? And then he puts this like extra like icing on top of the cake that's like shit, but the icing is made of shit. Like he didn't need to do that, and it's what ruins it. And he's like has potential, and then he throws in this wordplay. It's like, it hurts me, bro.
What's wrong with the
It hurts
wordplay,
me.
bro?
He goes, "Yes, I can, sir. I'm not talking about star signs." Okay, I see what you did there, but did you weren't talking about star signs until you said you weren't talking about star signs. So did you do anything clever there? Did you?
He's got another one.
It's like when niggas tell you like the punchline of their joke. I'm
Yeah.
like, get it. Yeah, that's literally.
He's got another one. It goes, "I'm Kenyan. I'm in it for the long run."
Okay, I actually like that one. I thought that was a good bar. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Throw that shit away.
He's like,
Do you know what it is?
Nah,
though?
throw
Do you know
that
what I
shit
realized?
away.
You know what I realized? That because I was thinking, and Skepta has a lot of like. You could say a lot of Skepta bars are corny, but you know what the difference is? His delivery.
Yeah, it's the
You
delivery.
believe it. And like it's his delivery, right? But with this nigga, he has
You
like a
don't
grand total of like 3 flows. He has like 3 flows, no cap.
Damn.
And it's like I just don't get like. Trust me, I get what you're saying in the sense that like, okay, he has a message and
Picture to paint. Or
but
something
like lyrical imagery, I get it. I really do get it. It's just that like it feels like everybody forgets about everything else that comes with a good rapper. Like he has no charisma, he has very little flows. He's so monotone.
Let's. Charisma is a very subjective term. For
Right.
a lot of people, as you can see in this crowd, as you can see in the whole of the UK, for some reason, which in one of the album, that's saying something. People find him charismatic. You can't, So on an objective level, I feel like as much as I agree with you, Fahad, because I do, man. This album was painful to listen to, Dante. I'm gonna be real with you, because I listened to it after I got home as well. I told these guys I didn't even know the song, the album was about him being psychoanalyzed, and I listened to it twice.
That's a cool concept. I fuck with that. And I must say that overall, like, okay, I actually don't think the album's a bad album at all.
Really?
It's just that, like, I really don't. It's just that this is definitely not something I would ever listen to again.
I can agree with you. I don't think it's a trash album.
It's not.
Like,
It
I'm
just
not
doesn't
gonna
have
say
any
it's a trash
replay
album,
value.
but it's
Zero.
there's no replay value. It's
Yeah.
just like
I'm not gonna.
It might be good first listen, but like it's not one of them albums you're like walk like you're
you
walking.
think I'll come back to.
Or like I'm gonna
Another
put
thing.
some songs on my.
I'm glad
playlist.
everybody's being so nice. I'm gonna be real. This is the first album this whole year that we reviewed that I've hated, because I have found a lot of them boring. I found the Gunna one kind of boring. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I found the Offset one kind of boring.
Gunna's drowning, bro. All that
Exactly.
drip is drown.
It's-
Gunna's been drowned.
and you know what? If you disagree with me, that's fine. But I goddamn hated this album. This album hurt to listen to, and it's not because it was bad. It's not because it was corny. It was because I forgot I was listening to music, and it's because like it felt like a flat line. His voice doesn't change throughout the whole album. His
Yo.
like the tonation of his voice.
Because like other rappers do that as well, and they're just as big.
like Fredo, innit?
Fredo,
I don't like Fredo
Oh,
either.
he's trash too.
Yeah, his album
Fredo's
was
way
trash
worse.
as well.
Fredo's album was shit.
His album was shit. Let's not lie.
Yo, I got a question. All right, so I got a question for you, Dante, and you too. Yeah, be honest with me. Yeah, do you think his beat selection was good?
He makes his own beats, and I think
You honestly think his beat selection was good?
I was waiting for that one beat.
I feel like that song with JS, the beat was really kind of off, you know. Like,
yes. Because like when I saw J Hus, I was thinking, yo, this is gonna be like it was not.
They really didn't.
I was very underwhelmed.
That beat
can't
didn't come
lie.
clutch. That
It
beat
did
didn't
not
come
come-
clutch.
Cause like when I saw J Hus, I was expecting like I thought that would be like the album bang. You know, every album has that one banger. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be it, but it was.
I was listening to the album. I was waiting for that track to like pop out, and it just didn't.
Yeah,
The one,
'cause, like,
the one that seems like the punchline, you know, to every album you go to, there's this first track you save in your playlist. I was thinking the JS one would be that, but
It wasn't.
it was location.
it was
innit?
tight.
It was location.
Yeah,
Location
Location's
was
one of
the
the
it was
best
location,
tracks.
definitely.
standout one.
Also, I really like the concept of Black, right? That's this track. Like, it's a good. The message is pretty solid, and maybe if the track was like a little bit shorter, he could have nailed it and stayed tasteful, and it would work. But as it stands, there's something about it. It just doesn't.
Didn't do it for
It's
me.
still a word. It's still a leasing worthy album, though. I feel like the message the album has to pass is worth giving it a listen. It's like obviously seeming like we're bashing the album, but at the same time, we're only just talking from the point of perspective of having good taste in music. It's not about your message.
Taking the piss.
Let's remove the insults and this.
I got one more question for you.
How do
guys.
you think this album is gonna age? Both of you.
Poorly, extremely poorly.
Never
I'm not
like
gonna
fine
lie.
wine. Just
It's
leave it.
never
Don't
gonna-
even try.
it's-
There's no fine wine to this
Nah.
album.
Okay,
This
that's
album is
not.
gonna
Let's be
age.
specific with this.
It's
What's
gonna
the
age like
shelf
plantain.
life of this album to you, D?
Oof.
It's not even gonna last like 2 years.
Me, honestly, I don't think it'll last long. I think it's an album you probably listen to a few times, might go to the concert too, and then.
But the way you like Dave, don't you feel disappointed by that? Didn't you expect better?
I mean, let's you as much as you like Dave. Did you not expect better than?
Because you are a
You know
big
you
Dave
did
fan,
expect better.
but the way you like
No, you-
Dave,
no,
no,
I
but let's
can-
remove.
I feel like
no,
you
stop
didn't
pressuring him.
expect
Let's
better.
stop pressuring him. If you
No,
didn't, you didn't.
He would have said it already if he didn't. If he expected.
Because you were a
better.
huge Dave fan. Like, were you expecting
A
some
few
like
songs.
prove Sam wrong?
A few songs like intrigued me, but a few songs like overall the album could have done with some improvement.
Okay.
But I'm not disappointed in it. Like
How long do you genuinely think is gonna last the album
Shelf life.
shelf life?
it's not looking too good.
It's not
Yeah.
looking like it's
But it's
getting
number
a lot of hype
one.
now because it's number. It's because like everyone's like, oh, Dave dropped an album. You know, it's his first album, so everyone's gonna want to listen to it.
But why do
And
people
then
care about
also-
Dave this much? When did
Also,
Dave get
do you know
this
what? Do
big?
you know what I think it is? I think in this country, you know how we spoke about how I don't know if the internet says something is this, then it's this. In this country, right? You could have like an artist or whatever concept, right? Everybody wants to be the first to say that. Oh yeah, I said that this was good. You know. So like even Pitchfork reviewed the Dave album. They gave it an 8 out of 10. Right.
Pitchfork is.
And okay,
Someone called me a pitchfork ass little nigga last year. Just a quick tangent. I'm gonna take 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most insulting. It was actually Alex. That's why he's laughing like an asshole. Someone called me a pitchfork ass nigga last year, and I was
Rude,
I died
Alex.
inside.
You said something and I saw it like straight out, like
Because I
right
didn't
after
know.
the-
I saw Malamente my favorite video of the year.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
Pitchfork, because apparently someone in Pitchfork has good taste. They picked because it was a great goddamn video. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's keep going.
thing is, I don't.
Quick
What
tangent,
I'm saying
done.
is that like, okay, so Pitchfork is predominantly like an American magazine. I don't believe Americans like. Okay, listen, I'm not one that speaks for American people or whatnot, but I would struggle to believe that Americans would enjoy this type of rap.
I'm surprised
I like-
anyone foreign to this country will enjoy.
Yeah.
I honestly
'Cause
feel
I'm a
like they're
foreigner.
only saying that it's good, so they were the first to say, oh yeah, this was
I
good.
think
you
maybe
know?
it's more believable if you're from overseas that you're not actually from London or whatever. That he's like,
No, like if I was an American and and then people like, okay, imagine you're an American, yeah, and you're like, oh, put me on to like one of the best UK lyricists of all
And then
like
someone shows me
currently, and then like they play the Dave album, like
I'll slap.
I would think,
yeah,
not
like,
even
you'd
that.
be
I'll be like, okay,
would
so
you
the
take
whole of the UK is trash.
Like, would you really?
But no, let's remove I'm American. As a Nigerian guy, like all of us here, apart from 3, are Nigerian internationals, right? On a very like musical level, on a very like, okay, play me music. This album, I'm gonna speak for myself because I'm not gonna speak for every Nigerian. Damn, this album was hard. I do have no connection to Shretham. I have no connection to the classroom culture here. I have no connection to. I was bored. There's nothing he says that I care about, and it's not okay. That's fine if you deliver it in a way. I don't know what drill rappers really talk about. I've never been on road,
Stabbing
but
people,
I still like some drill songs because I believe these niggas is really out here murdering people, and I feel it. And exactly, there's musicality in it. I listen to this and I'm like, there's nothing for me to latch onto, nothing, because I'm not. If you're British, I get it. If you're not, I don't see what the point is.
No, I mean, would you really get on the aux and play this album? Like if niggas gave you the aux, would you
that's
play?
my prime example.
Would you play this
Not
album?
zero
That's a good
slaps.
point.
Yeah.
Also, another thing is, like people say he's a great songwriter. Okay, I think people they make this what's the word? They make the mistake, but he has a good pen. He's not a good songwriter. There's a difference. Yeah,
Explain that.
So I mean, in the sense that if you're a good songwriter, you understand song structure, right? Verse, chorus,
Like
hook,
Sia and
what-
them.
Bro, name me one hook that you remember from this album.
The
Not
Burna Boy
one.
hook. That's why I said the
Is
Burna
it?
Boy song is the best
I
song
don't
on this
remember that
album.
one.
You send me the location.
But that was
That's the
Burna
only
Boy's
one that
hook, though.
exactly.
You
the
know
Burna
what?
And
Boy
that's the
hook.
only hook you remember from that album.
You know what a solid hook, yeah, is when it gets to the second hook in the song, you already know the hook.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it.
If you hear the song the first time, by the time it gets to the second, you should already.
Not even
Like
that.
the song he did with Mustak, what song was it? The song he did with Mustak. Yeah, exactly. Like that was a solid hook, and like you knew it. Like on his
Fez.
album, he has none of that.
And it's not even that. Apart from hooks,
There's not really
That's kind
hooks
of
in his album though.
disappointing.
There's not really many hooks in his album, to be honest.
but that's what I was gonna say, that I was gonna actually defend him here, because songwriting is not just about. I mean, hooks are important if you're a pop rapper or pop, which I think he is. But if that's not what he's trying to do, that's fair. There's more to songwriting than that. There's development of the song. Okay, the beat does this at this point of the song. What does the beat do later? What, like, catch my ear, change the song a little bit. He even sucks at how to end the song. The song just ends every time he does the song. He just kind of, and it just next one. Okay, I guess we're here now. And then I hear like it always feels like
It
that.
should be like a transition.
You know what I mean? Or like the album is an album is not a mixtape. If this was a mixtape that he dropped and he
would've
said it was a
been-
mixtape, I would have been so much more lenient.
I do think that you're right though. Like
Yeah, for a first
songs
studio
don't flow.
album,
What was that song?
Like the songs don't flow. I feel like it should have been arranged in like some sort of different order or something. It's like
like I'm
They
gonna
just
give an
don't-
example.
yeah.
The Pierre and Cardo album, like the way that album goes, like it transitions. So the end of every song is the start of the next song. So it feels like you're listening to one big song. And I feel like that was a very, very. I think it's because he's a producer, so he actually like they're both producers, so they really.
But Dave is a producer, no? The producer
Nah, but like
shit.
two of them
makes his
are
own beats.
proper professional.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like because they understand music well, they were able to. Because like that album has no skips at all. Like I could literally sit down and just listen to that album and go to sleep.
Yeah, that was a
But
very
like
good
Dave's album is like.
I will go
there's
sleep too. I go to sleep
There's
too.
no but like yeah, but there's no order to it. The way like compared, like you've heard that Pierre album, you know there's
Yeah.
the order, like
Yeah,
the
I
way
know.
it doesn't have that. It's just next song, next song, next
Oh
song,
my
next song, next song.
You just have certain songs that you like and you be like, oh yeah, these are standout ones, and the rest are just like fucking just on the tape.
Okay, so let's okay. We've been negative. We've been negative for like a whole
Yeah,
30
yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are the best songs on the album?
I
Let's
like
do that.
Shred 'em, to be honest.
Yeah, I like
Leslie.
Location.
yeah, I like Leslie. I like Location as well.
You like Leslie?
Disaster was a good one.
I think that's as good. I don't know what's wrong with the beat on that.
Leslie was a bit intense
Nah,
though.
bro.
That
Facts.
was-
And Leslie was so weird.
thought
Like,
it was-
okay,
it was,
Jay.
I was so
It was a good
uncomfortable.
story.
I
can't
respect
lie.
the message though.
I respect the message seriously, but I was so uncomfortable listening to that.
Facts, because it's not.
I couldn't.
it's
I
very
actually like
verbose.
when I first heard it, I had
Hey.
to skip it. I was like, "Yo, there's no way I'm listening to this right now."
Is there okay? So this is a slight tangent in like when somebody is trying to an album is kind of the artist's mindset in that state of in that time, especially an album about psychoanalysis.
And a
which
concept
this is.
album.
Exactly. Psychoanalysis is not this clean. Psychoanalysis, if you know anything about it, if you've ever been psychoanalyzed, if
It's
you've ever been to a
not-
therapist, it's not this. These are my problems. Exactly how it is. I remember this. I remember my father. I remember It's not this clean. There should be an album of. There should be a song of him just screaming. You know what I mean? There should be like.
In pain or something.
Not even that. There should be.
Some greetiness.
There's
Yeah, wait.
grits in psychoanalysis. Your mind, Dave, your mind is not this clean, man.
Because like psychoanalysis,
be
you're
real.
going deep
Into yours,
Yeah.
and the mind when you go deep like that, especially into the if he wants to go into subconscious, I'm sure that's
pull
what
up
I was
some
thinking of.
Dark shit.
And you pull up some shit that is not that you cannot put into words like that. That's why music is so powerful. Music expresses things that you cannot. Some music sounds like things you cannot say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
R.I.P. I hate to bring up Kid Cudi in comparison to this. It's almost unfair. But R.I.P. kind of sounds like dying. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Well, if you listen to that song at the right volume, it kind of
I get
sounds
what
like
you
you're
mean.
dying.
Hey.
But he's saying nothing.
He's-
Because your mind is not that clean. Your human mind doesn't work so much that you can.
There are certain
there's-
things you can't express.
So his
but, like,
verboseness
you know-
is appreciated. But like even Kendrick Lamar has this like for free. If you remember that if we're going to the To Be a Butterfly, one of the greatest albums ever made, really. If you go to For Free is a ridiculous song that has a point to it, but it's a song that is dirty. It's a song that's nasty. It's a song that's like he has songs on it where he's talking about like doing stupid shit, and that's the Walker and Dow Kendrick. So there's something about this that just kind of feels pandering. It feels pandering to the people that we want to be instead of people that we are. Human beings are not these nice.
You know, there's an
But
Eminem
nastier than
album.
this.
There's a like of all people, Eminem did an album like where he's in a doctor's office or something, and the whole album he's in the office, and like the first time you listen to it, you won't even clock really because it's sort of low key, and I feel like this concept but so much better done.
Yeah, but it's not.
Just
Fair. I don't want to compare Dave's first
Question,
album
guys.
to Eminem.
Yeah.
Question.
Go.
Is Dave the best rapper in the UK right now?
I think Loyal
Skepta is-
Kana might be.
When you
or
say
yeah, Skepta.
best, do you
Do you mean like
biggest
bar
or
for
like
bar?
lyrics?
I talk
I
about bar for
mean,
bar.
if you take both into consideration and put them together.
Best for quality as well,
Who do
not
you like
even not
listening to?
like fame or.
I think I'd say Skepta.
I'd say it's
Yeah,
Skepta.
Skepta's
Yeah,
pretty hard.
Skepta
It's
is-
pretty hard. It's pretty hard.
Yeah? Because a lot of people feel it's Dave right now.
Because people think Skepta, you said this, people think Skepta's fallen off.
Yeah,
Really?
a lot
In
of
this
niggas.
country?
Yeah, a lot of people because like you know he doesn't do grime anymore. Like he's more like I don't know how to define.
Because he makes music now instead of just raps.
Yeah, I don't know
more music
define. I don't know how to define what it is he's doing now, but like. You know, before Skepta was like,
Let's just say
you know,
he's
that's not
breaking
me.
out
You know,
the box.
you know, that's not me,
That's
Skepta.
not
You know what I'm
breaking
talking
out the
about?
box.
Man don't care.
Yeah, you know that kind of Skepta, and like you know,
He's trying to reach a wider audience, and they're
Uh,
being angry at him that
And
he's
doing
stretching his
something
hand
with
out
his
to the
sound.
world.
because you know
like-
if he stayed like that, no offense to like look at DWE and like Jammer and Frisco.
No one's checking for them.
Yeah,
No
like
one's checking for them.
Fuck DWE, man.
like I went to.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, I mean like that's but you know what I mean.
Nah, I get you.
Like 'cause none of them, they all stuck to their old the whole. That's not
Skepta
me.
never fell
Oddly
off.
respectfully,
Never fell off.
I respect people that do that, but man, like music is an evolving art form. If you're a good
know what I
music,
mean?
Yeah, if you're actually a good musician, you're not
Evolve.
supposed to stick to.
Because are you listening to the same? I mean, even by mistake, you shouldn't make the same type of music. Like, are you just listening to these niggas that sound like you?
I think
Like,
as
it
an
should
artist, I
influence
feel
you.
like for an artist, like my like judgment for a very good artist is, no two albums should sound the same. Or like no more than
I
two
don't think
albums
anyone
sound
should
the same.
put an album and say it's this album too. Shout outs to Gunna because that's retarded. How are you gonna
the
make
thing
a
is-
direct sequel like that?
If you take into his situation, it's different because so there was Ghana before Yosemite, and then
Gunna
this
after.
huge hit that gave him so much exposure, right? So he's gonna give him more of that.
But why does
I
every
still
Gunna
think that's
album?
cheating,
why
bro.
does every Gunna album have drip in the title? Like, can we actually address that? Like,
Because he got drip. Big drip.
I think that's just like his
That's his
thing. That's his thing.
That's
so-
fair.
We
Listen,
all come out
but I-
having something. That's what Gunna is
Yeah,
coming
that's
on.
the
Like,
thing.
That's
sometimes
fair.
you have to latch on to what you came out with. Like
That's fair.
that's
Sometimes it
what
comes to
Dave is
you.
even doing right
Yeah.
now. He's latching on to what we came out with,
That's
and we're
Like I mean, if he
and
continues making album like this, I'm so sorry he's gonna fall off very very soon. I
he's
can't lie.
Yeah, I mean, he's fun. This is the last album I'm gonna check out. Unless I hear like, oh, bro, he's actually redefined his own self.
Let's not write Dave out. You
I am.
know?
I know.
Like, there's still
People, let's not write him off. I am not listening to Dave anymore. Exactly. I am not listening to Dave anymore because like I have so much I'm listening to. It's not that deep. But if you please support Dave. He's a black artist making it. Is he independent? No.
And he's Nigerian.
He's okay. I know that hurt, right? He's Nigerian. That's okay. I don't care about that, to be perfectly honest. He's black. Good for him, and he's the top selling artist in the country. I hope he makes all of the money. He's just not for me anymore, and I respect that. I think we should stop thrashing Dave. I don't know. I'll give the album like a 3.
Yeah, what would you guys give it? Go around. Alex,
That's kind of hard. I don't.
John, got a gun to your head.
Oh,
you got,
Yeah,
out of 10, go on. You could do decimal points too.
Yeah, 5, something like
Yeah?
that. Really, just middle of the road.
Yeah.
4.5, 5.
and a half?
Yeah,
What would you
4.5,
give it?
5.
I'll give it a 5.
5?
You know, let's be
What
fair
do
on
you give it?
Dave. Give it a 5.
7.
7? What would you give it,
I'd
Dante?
say 7 too, actually.
I'll give it a 5.
I'm
The general
comfortable with 5.
consensus is 5, so it is
Alright,
definitely
so
a 5.
The album runs for 5 then.
What did you
like-
give it?
Official.
7? Okay. So yeah, different opinions. That's the beautiful thing about humanity. There's somebody for everybody, man. Like I hope if and the truth is I do get it because I was defending J. Cole through his boring phase too. So you know what? That's fair. Some people just connect with you. Please understand that a lot of people here do not have the reality that Dave is coming from, and therefore, although we can empathize, there's only so much we know about Streatham. You know what I mean? So that's fair. And people that are from those type of areas, if you respect this more, that's so dope. But I believe good music transcends language and barriers, and I don't think this album does that. But c'est la vie. I'm gonna play Gorillaz and then Prince. Peace. Check your 1, 2 songs, lose your mind too. Everybody's in the studio having a great time. Someone new just entered the studio. Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, it's Naku, you feel? How y'all doing?
Naku Universe.
Hey.
Fantastic. And yeah, we're having a good time. We've talked about Dave. I think we've thrashed him a bit too much.
Let's move past it.
Yeah, a little bit. We've had a good time though. It's okay. We've come to
Shout out Dave.
a holistic conclusion. Shout out Dave. Facts. Man, he's putting it down. I hope the young nigga keeps getting money forever.
Like I said, it's not everyday black excellence.
Man.
Sometimes black mediocrity. It be like that sometimes.
It be like that, but
It be like
hey,
that sometimes.
listen, you cannot be
It
mad. In
happens.
fact, you can't be mad when one of us actually makes money in this death trap of a business.
Because they
Just
do it
chop
as
it
well. We
smooth.
might as well do it. You
Nah,
know.
facts. So we're out here.
Mediocre.
Yeah, we should be.
Anyway, next topic. Talking about Roddy Rich, right? Now, I'm more importantly than Roddy. I mean, I guess we'll review Roddy Rich's music a little bit, but not really. What we're really here to talk about is the come up for Roddy Rich in the UK.
That was weird to me.
So strange.
I was like,
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I was like, why
I had
would
this
Night
conversation with somebody though. The person was like, maybe it's just because they found his music very relatable. I was like,
Nah, though.
That was my thought too. That was my thought too. Because
Same.
I was thinking, okay, because you have a lot of these melodic style rappers, right? Young Boy,
Lil
Lil
Durk,
Baby,
Lil Baby.
so many, right?
Where do we start?
But I don't know. I guess with him, I feel he appeals to both women and men. But
Yeah,
I said that, right? But then I remember I was speaking to Eddie about this. Shout out to Eddie, by the way. And Eddie said like, nah, because like you could say that about a lot of those other rappers.
Young Boy. You can say that about
so
Young Boy.
Girls love Young Boy.
Facts.
So I don't know what it is. I don't know how that guy goes.
Yeah,
so
I'm
big.
like-
kind of lost.
I
yeah.
have no idea.
Also, you know, we were talking about the whole Twitter thing. I think that played a huge role.
he did.
Someone today mentioned actually. Someone
Die Young.
just has like a hit.
Yeah.
Someone today mentioned that the reason Die Young was so sorry to cut you off, bro.
No, it's cool, man.
So the reason Die Young was so popular was because people thought Die Young was cursed.
What?
Someone told me
Yeah,
that as well,
couple
yeah.
people. in
Okay,
this-
how does that work?
Okay.
A lot of people in this country think apparently. I've seen it on Twitter a few times. People think that the song is cursed because apparently there were two rappers that died within a week of each other, and their last like snap stories was of them listening to
I don't
like
wanna
that song.
Die Young.
Yeah.
But doesn't that then
Right.
contradict the song? Because the guy's on the song.
That's
saying
why it's
he's not-
cursed,
Yeah.
man.
That's exactly how curses works. Yeah.
Nah, but like I mean, if you think about it logically, like I mean, those were two probably active gang members. It was bound to happen.
No, of course. No, we're not.
Niggas have
Obviously,
beef.
Socks Lose Your Mind doesn't think. I don't think anyone here really thinks the song was cursed. But yeah, the idea. I don't know if it was even a meme. The meme
It
of
wasn't
it.
even a meme. Like
No,
people
the-
took that shit seriously.
Okay, so the idea slash the meme after kind of made Roddy Rich his name blow up here a little bit. So his name was here, but why was his name? It wasn't a meme. The fact that it was cursed. The song.
Yeah, but
But-
that still doesn't like cause niggas love that. Like
Nah,
It's
that
the
doesn't make
weirdest
sense
thing
to me.
it's
ever.
weird. I don't even know how or why.
My only explanation is Twitter, personally.
Like,
Like,
if you see the video of him performing in London, that doesn't explain that still, because it's like,
They love it,
what kind of stadium was it? Everyone was like,
everybody knew
that
word
shit
for
is
word.
wild.
Everybody knew
I
word
Don't
for
even
word.
do that for like. Let me not
You
even
can't
say
They love
even-
him more in the UK than they love him in America.
that. Let me not say that. Let me
Do you
not
do you
say
think that maybe his label like
Exactly.
deliberately did this? Do you think that they tried to push him here more than?
I love how Fahad's first guess
Yeah,
is
but
the
like-
label is
Hey,
on
100%.
some.
That's
S-
It's
But
always
I mean,
about
like,
that.
I
It's
mean,
always about
but
that.
the market over there is way bigger than here.
No,
like,
but
The thing
you
is,
know,
the
there's
market's
also this
saturated over
factor of them playing the card of like a prophet is not appreciated in his hometown. So if he goes somewhere else and he gets appreciated,
Then-
he spins
Uh-huh,
back home,
uh-huh.
and then everybody loves him at home. So they could have played that.
Also,
card
the
on us.
market over there is so saturated. Like
Actually,
you
that
have
is
so
true.
many of those rappers.
yeah,
So I guess you could come here, set up shop here.
you
Is
know.
it really that
Okay.
simple? Just export yourself like that.
Nah.
I mean, it's the
Like-
same way her export herself to America as well, and kind of did. Cause
Her is
Yeah,
British.
and what's the booed up girl?
Is she British?
LMA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
she did
both
that.
British.
LMA did that too.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, actually,
they're
it's
both British.
let's use those two as an example of the opposites. I would think it's way harder to export yourself to America than to Britain. Because let's face it, there is a huge like, because British rap is what it is. It's kind of a young genre. It's still getting its footing compared to American rap. It is conceivably easier because they look up to American rap to export your artists that aren't that great here. To export an artist there, it's like, why would she not work here and she will work there? You know what I mean? Like, what about her sound Like, was LMA big in the UK before?
No, she was never.
So how does
Go
that
on,
work?
Go on.
This is my thing.
Go for it.
Georgia Smith, LMA. I didn't even know fucking her was British.
What's the
But the
common
thing
denominator?
is, the market here, yeah,
Light skin.
it's ass. Nah, man.
Light
Come
skin.
on. Wait, we'll talk about that after.
yeah,
But then the market here
I
is
did not
ass.
expect him to go here with this.
The market here is
I
ass.
mean-
Like, these guys, this babe won the fucking Grammy, man. But like, see,
Based off her ass?
no, like voice. But like,
Oh,
listen,
okay.
you guys aren't trying to listen to like UK people. Let me say, you guys aren't trying to listen to guys that come up with like these kind of sounds. You guys want to hear shit like, I don't know, skididididid or like shush shush type shit. You feel me? So like when people like them set up shop here, it's not really the fact that oh these guys aren't good. It's not like, it's just that okay, if you're not big, we're not trying to listen, or yeah you're calm, but like this isn't really like the things, you feel me? Because
So-
like people like Octavian, for example, this nigga should be huge. Like if this guy was American,
He will be.
this guy
He will
Yeah,
like
he's
nah.
gonna blow
But
up.
He's gonna
then-
blow.
Yeah, that bed song confirmed it. I
That
was
bed song-
skeptical.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was skeptical, but that bed song was like,
Yeah, that best song is not as big.
If
As it
he
has
was
like a
American,
million
that
views.
shit
That was
would be
kind of.
huge, bro. That shit is
Cause like, I see some
Very
songs.
it is a
underwhelming.
good song.
Like I see some songs here, like in the UK, that like, but that deserve to blow with like, just a couple 100,000 views on YouTube, and it's so weird to me. Like, Bet has, I don't think
Does it have a
probably
million
doesn't
yet?
like it barely reached it barely passed a million.
Even the
views.
video with the Skepta one.
Yeah, the
That-
Skepta one barely got. It's not even up to 2 million views yet, and that's
So, like,
got Skepta
you-
on it.
There are guys like fucking say Lancey Foe or Octavian that have these mad sounds that know all these skididididid or like shush, but you guys aren't trying to hear that shit. But then if it was coming from America, you
That's
guys
what it
would
is.
eat that shit up. I don't know why.
Do you know what it is?
What's
It's like
it?
if someone tells you this is what you eat. Like I say this all the time in the show. People in this country, they're so sheepish.
But then it's
They're
not even,
so
it's not even
sheepish.
that. 'cause like
I
what he
swear
said,
to you.
what
I
he
swear
said,
to you.
It's
what
very
he said,
true.
right, about the prophet not being appreciated in his hometown. It's you see that everywhere.
Nah, that's not my point.
JD, well, guys like fucking Odunsi the Engine or fucking Sansi.
Odunsi.
These guys are amazing, but come
they're
on.
not
Yeah,
appreciating
appreciate
Nige.
I mean, they're
not-
underappreciated in nights. Let me see.
Yeah, they are.
But-
But then
Okay.
these guys are. This guy's working with Brockhampton. What? Do tell me this isn't
Yeah.
huge. Like
Who?
what
Who
the-
is it working with?
Odunsi.
He's
Odunsi
good on
is
his
working-
part. though.
He's
Like,
working
as
with
an
Take a
artist,
Day
he's
Trip
getting
as well.
bigger.
Like
Really?
Boys.
this guy
not-
is doing
you don't
shit,
have-
man. But then guys in Nige or
Okay, so on the Odunsi thing, I will clarify that the difference with Odunsi might be the Odunsi is unappreciated, and it might be a similar thing, but it's underappreciated at home
at home.
by Nigerians outside of Nigerians outside of Nigeria
Nigerians
blew
outside
up.
of Nigeria and
blew up
foreigners
Odunsi.
Outside people that are non-Nigerians love Odunsi.
But
love Santi as well.
and the reason is what the people that are not Nigerian, I cannot speak for them. But Nigerians outside Nigeria, the reason is by the time you leave Nigeria, a lot of us, let's be honest, we're weird niggas in Nigeria, man. We know how we were when we were back home. We know how our fashion senses were treated. We know how our mindsets were treated. When we were in Nigeria, people were looking at us like
this guy should step out in the fucking island now.
Exactly. It is what it is. There's a reason we all kind of found each other when we got here or when we get to everywhere we are. The Altair movement, as it's called in Nigeria, because the reason it's so popular in Nigeria,
Because niggas don't do it.
no, it's because people didn't know there was this many weird niggas. I thought I was alone when I was in Nigeria. I'm gonna be real.
No, what I'm saying is
People
that
didn't realize.
because like it's actually there's nothing new or different about it. It's just new, say back home, because like niggas aren't really
Exactly.
Niggas weren't dyeing their hair like green
But-
or Nige or something. But
That
then,
goes
But when-
back to what he was saying about niggas being sheepish. 'cause
Exactly. But when we come out here,
Swear to God.
we realize that we're not alone. There's people all around the world that do this shit.
and they
we've-
eat that shit up.
And exactly, because it's an export back home. So that's why Odunsi is kind of now big now. Well, apart from the fact that it makes good music, it's also the fact that people outside of Nigeria that were always weird in Nigeria now appreciate Odunsi for being weird inside Nigeria, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
For
but
having-
like that fit was not. There was a particular fit. Like
yeah, that fit was fire.
that was not it at all.
It was
Like
fire.
he was,
was
If
fire,
anyone
bro.
listening knows what I'm talking about, like I can't even
Shout out
describe
Boa
it.
Lola with the hills though.
Yeah.
That shit was fire,
I better
bro.
shout her out.
Nah.
I like her clothing though, but
But
those
yeah,
hills.
that was.
hey.
I'm so. If you know what I'm talking about, then
That
you
shit
know what I'm
was
talking
fire.
about.
That's
That was
See,
not it.
I'm someone that agrees with like boots and that. I agree with the
Whoa,
tabbies,
let's clarify
but
what's happening.
those.
Well,
Basically, he was wearing this like Lola jacket, like it's from her new collection or some shit like that. And then he was wearing, was it like yellow?
this is a reflection of how much we have to say about Roddy
yellow
Rich,
pants,
by the way.
Yellow pants, yeah. And he was wearing yellow boots.
boot cuts.
Yellow boot cut
Yeah,
pants
boot
or
cuts. You have to add.
And yellow boots with like red
What a disgusting
red
mental
bottoms
image.
and like kind of reddish stripes.
Yeah, I'm
Basically, if you
No, it's not Roddy
Bro,
Rich that did this.
I can't get past yellow boot cut.
now
That's
go to
crazy.
Instagram, yeah.
See, just describe.
It doesn't matter. It does just describe it.
It already paints a very horrible
Yeah.
picture. You don't.
Should we
even
go?
want-
Let's turn back to Roddy
Yeah.
Rich. So
Um,
why is Roddy Rich big here? Is
honestly-
the ultimate question.
Honestly, thinking about it now we've all discussed. My only explanation is the label. I really feel the label of
Wow, that is trash.
Oh yeah, I must see the
fine.
yeah. hold on, I need to see
Sorry,
the
keep
boot
going.
cut.
Say the
But,
label. Sorry, we just saw not Fahad's opinion. Fahad's opinion is not trash. Someone just showed me
Hey,
the outfit he's talking
You think
about.
it's trash? That's okay.
Yeah, and the
But no.
outfit is not-
But I think it's the label, honestly, because it's just like I don't think you don't just blow up by accident,
Yeah,
especially in a different country.
Yeah, you
Especially-
don't just.
It doesn't just happen by accident.
Like people think
all
it's
deliberate.
sudden.
But-
No, but why is it Roddy that they pushed?
why is an
I'm
American,
telling you, like it's too
No, but,
much.
like, the question is,
What you say, bro?
why are they pushing him like
Here?
if it's like if it's an
Because
American
the-
label, right?
because
I'm
I
guessing
think-
it's American, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is he? If
Because-
it's the label, yeah. Why is he being pushed? so
Because
hard?
over back there, it's saturated as fuck.
Yeah, there's
They
a
can
lot
come
of
here
singing,
and
rapping.
get lit.
Like
Yeah.
there's Lil Durk. There's I can't even.
Everybody, bro.
Like everybody.
It's
Like
the moment
everybody.
Drake picked it up, everybody followed. It's like, and the funny thing is, if
So, like,
they
everything is
didn't
Drake's
push him,
fault.
if they didn't push him overseas, he's just gonna go under the waters like Lil Durk and every
No,
other
but
person.
Drake is a
like,
magnet
you don't
as well.
listen to Lil Durk as much as you listen to him right now.
Listen
he
to Lil Durk as much as Roddy.
Yeah, it's Roddy. Like Roddy probably comes up on your playlist much more.
Yeah,
He's
then-
probably higher on the charts
Every
or whatever.
season is
Yeah.
on there every season, bro. Every fucking season.
Yeah, I
Pun
mean,
intended or nah?
It was.
but yeah, you know, like exactly. So I think I agree with that. I think it's a
Also,
label thing.
I think-
Is the explanation? Can the explanation just be that he makes good music?
No,
Nah.
listen.
I feel
His
like
music isn't bad.
That's
It's
what
just-
that's all I want to say.
His
That's
music
all I
isn't
wanna
bad. It's just
But
that like
it doesn't
everybody
warrant.
does.
It doesn't warrant the amount of like it's good, but it doesn't warrant.
How big he
There's
is.
that, and like everybody does what he does. He's not doing anything new.
Yeah,
You know, he's not doing anything
he
new.
isn't doing anything new.
I feel like he is, but just
Nah,
like
nah,
you
he's
know,
not,
you know
he's
when
not.
you
what's the difference between him and Lil Durk?
Yeah.
listen.
For
you know-
example, what's the
Lil
difference?
There's a
Baby.
big difference, too. But like what I'm saying is,
No,
like,
like, music-
it's not like new, but then like you know when something is just a
His own
different
twist?
approach to something that's already existing.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying
I
to
mean,
say.
yeah, but like at the same time, like, do you not think like on the surface it's quite like similar to Lil Durk or
Yeah,
Young
surface
Boy or,
level.
Yeah,
Surface level, yeah.
and then that's like how I don't know. For me, I'm not gonna go just try and find out the deeper meaning between every artist's music. You know, I'm gonna hear something at the surface level. If I fuck with it, I fuck with it. If I don't, I don't. And like with that, it just sounds like everything else. You know? Also, I feel that like his label has a very good understanding of the UK market and how the consumers in this country work.
How do they work?
Sheepish.
They're all
Very
fucking
sheepish.
sheep. I'm not joking when I say
but
this.
why-
I'm not joking.
Why?
They're so
Why?
sheepish.
I mean, let's be honest, man. Human beings in the UK are not different from human beings everywhere else. Why are they so sheepish here and like not? Why is it here
okay.
that you insist
that's
on the
the-
sheepish?
Let me
thing?
think
Like
about
here,
it.
that goes back to the thing I said about her, Georgia Smith and shit. They weren't popping here. One thing I've noticed about UK people in music is that if it's popping in the US, they will eat that shit up. Like, regardless.
So they yeah, that's true.
I'm so
Because George
glad that
Smith
you
was
guys
only
see it. I'm
popping.
so glad that you
George
guys
Smith was
see
only
it.
popping. Started popping in the UK when she started popping in the US. People in the US started fucking with her, and then the UK everybody like George Smith is everybody's favorite artist.
And LMA as well.
Facts.
Like I didn't even
Actually.
know she was British.
I didn't know
Me
Georgia
neither.
Smith was well.
No, just
I didn't know her
LMA
was
and her.
British.
I
didn't
didn't know
LMA.
either of them were British. Like I found out like a couple weeks.
Is
I
there
was
anyone
like,
else
yo.
that's
Is IMDb British? Because that similar thing
Yeah, she's
happened
from
to her.
Manchester. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's British. Yeah.
And it's the same same
That's a
trend.
weird one.
It is a weird
Yeah,
trend.
like it's a like
I'm so glad that you guys can see it too.
This guy should
Honestly,
go to
because-
fucking St.
because-
Houston or
Even
something.
IMDb was from the UK.
Yeah, she's from Manchester.
Netherlands.
From Manchester.
It's not even that bad song.
Yeah, 016 money on the
This guy's
button.
music is hard.
But I couldn't tell you why people in this country are so sheepish, but I could tell you that they are.
yeah,
And, like,
can't tell
they-
you why.
I can't tell you why. And these label heads, like, it's their job, bro. Like, they make money off this.
They,
Like, it's their job
like,
to find
to know
what people like.
You're saying like why him specifically being pushed. I don't think it's him specifically. I think it's like loads of people are trying to get big over here. It's definitely like a avenue to go down. But I think it's probably he just got lucky.
Yeah, he just got
definitely. That's
lucky.
another
Yeah,
thing too.
it's not a
An
thing
element
with
of
the
luck,
label, but-
definitely.
Yeah,
There was a big element of luck in his blow up, definitely. I agree.
Like when you just fuck with something, you just fuck with it.
yeah. Like he was a hit or miss.
And regarding
like that with anything,
regarding the Roddy Rich thing, you know the whole incident about him
Yeah.
being back.
Yeah.
Is it because I saw a video of like Rush trying to
Russ,
First of
That
all,
was hilarious.
Russ is a big idiot.
Let's say what happened. Let's say what happened.
Yeah,
Let me just say, let me just ask the question first.
Explain what happened.
Basically,
Explain for what happened. Yeah.
because this guy's an idiot, yeah. They had a whole show in London. They had hella time to prepare. This guy didn't tell fucking security that he's going to make a entrance from the crowd. And this guy was wearing a Bali as well. So organizers maybe they knew because Russ was definitely going to perform, but then security did not know he was going to make that entrance. So this guy like came up from the crowd. This
pulled
security
him
guy
down.
pulled him down twice.
He tried to come back
got
up, he
pissed.
pulled him down
His
again.
boys came in and security woman came. She pushed him down again, and then the whole thing just ensued like chaos. So basically, my question is it that show and like is it his fault that like Roddy isn't like is currently?
Nah, it's because of the stabbing. No, it wasn't.
Was he like
Yeah,
behind the
stabbing.
stabbing? Is
No,
basically
of course not.
no.
Or was it a different show?
Yeah,
No, same show,
Rich
but like
saying that.
it had nothing to do with him. You know.
Oh, okay.
we've already discussed how like I feel like it's not Roddy Rich's fault. It's not the
It's
organizers.
definitely not. That is
It's possibly
fucked
the
up that-
organizers' fault actually.
It's
But
fucked up that they're doing that shit.
Definitely the organizer's fault.
It is.
Well, not the stabbing, but just like the show was a mess.
Mess.
Complete mess.
I agree, and that's not Roddy's fault. I don't
Yeah.
think Roddy should be banned.
Roddy shouldn't
Definitely
be
not.
I don't think
banned,
Roddy
man.
should be banned because of it. It's unfair.
That's
Definitely not.
unfair.
That is very, very unfair.
Do you guys like his music? Do you guys like his music? Do you guys like
Roddy's
his
amazing.
songs? You like? He's amazing.
Nah,
I think he's
like-
the best.
Nah.
Come into the mic.
I think he's the best. What do you call it?
Rapper alive.
melodic rapper.
Nah,
Definitely not melodic. Newcomer. Let me say.
Okay.
New
What makes you say that?
freshman? Yeah,
What makes you say that?
Counts as a newcomer to you. So
Someone-
out of who? Who are you thinking of when you?
Yeah. When you say newcomer, who are you
big
like
with the-
class?
Give us two other examples of who is better than in the newcomer camp.
Two.
Do.
Take your time.
L-
What is
drop names and I'll say it.
Blueface.
Better than
Baby,
Blueface.
Juice WRLD.
Huh?
Juice WRLD.
This was not
But-
newcomer.
Nah,
No, I mean,
Juice WRLD
I mean,
isn't-
of course, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I don't mean it. Of course, he's not new, but I
That
mean,
Juice WRLD
yeah.
album was actually ass. I was because I'm fucking with Juice WRLD.
that nigga can't rap. I don't.
Oh, bro, come on.
Blueface is a good rapper.
Adjust your.
He's a good rapper.
It took me a while to admit it. I'm not gonna be like I saw it from
The
the,
thing
beginning.
is, I
Blueface
Nah,
can rap.
Blueface raps like those niggas that fist their pencils. Like, that be dead at. I'm so.
That's a hot.
He
take
has some
right there.
quotables,
Nah,
man.
that's-
He has some quotables.
Why did that?
Like
actually
what?
fit?
This could be your only chance. Why work for the pussy if I can get a nut with my hand?
Mop the floor. Wait. Mop the floor, hide the wet sign so I can catch a nigga slipping. What a boy.
Reload it right now.
This bitch said I'm the next big thing. Bitch, shut the fuck up and suck this big thing.
Bars, bro. Reload it.
Blueface is a quotable ass nigga. Facts.
Okay, nah.
Say what you will about his rap.
Yeah,
skill.
better than Blueface. Better than.
Yeah.
Juice WRLD.
Nah, I wouldn't really.
So, okay.
He's been out for
I
a while.
let me ask you
actually.
this: do you think out of all these other melodic rappers, do you think he's the best? So, Baby,
Right
Young
now?
Boy,
No.
Dirk, he's not.
He's
I
not.
think
He's
no.
not.
Is it better than Ghana?
Melodic rappers.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah, with all
he's
the
Yeah,
best.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
No.
He's not. So who is?
What makes him stand
The
out?
best melodic rapper.
Yeah.
What kind of question is that? You already know what I'm gonna say.
Baby?
Jetty.
Who?
What?
You don't know who I think is the best melodic rapper.
I have
Santi?
we don't.
Oh, it's no.
Get the
Wait.
fuck out.
Who?
Jenny, you're my friend. You're the closest friend I have here. You should know this.
That's deeper than rap.
I should know this.
Wait, this is not that. This show is not to test your friendship. Who is the best?
What is
Travis
it?
Scott.
Oh shit!
Travis Scott doesn't count. That
No,
doesn't
but
count.
yeah, exactly. See how like everybody grew in the room because like that's not someone everyone was thinking.
You're
As a
talking
melodic-
about best melodic rapper.
But you know, but
so
no,
best
but not
melodic
like
rapper.
that.
I mean it in the sense
I know what you
of,
mean,
Like
but
we're
Travis
talking
Scott
about in the
transcended
Lil
that.
Durk young boy set.
All these young.
Those types.
Yeah.
not like the Travis.
Lil
That's
Youngs.
why I was so surprised when you said Travis Scott. I was that's.
All right. So the best melodic
Order in the studio.
rapper
Order in the studio.
out of all the like little guys, let me say.
Go on.
There's Roddy.
Yeah.
There's Sababi.
You think it's better than Sir Baby?
I'm listing all of them.
Okay.
Rudy is better than Sir Baby though.
Hell no.
Sure.
Sir Baby is an amazing rapper.
Fucking
Wait,
Okay, not amazing, but it's pretty good.
Roddy, Sababi,
Rudy's better though.
Lil
No.
Durk, Gunna,
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
I
Who's
feel
the
like
better?
first of all, regarding Gunna, I feel like Gunna is like
Drowning.
I'm the only person that like the album.
he's not
I keep saying.
because I'm fucking with
I like
Gunna.
the
yeah,
album.
but
He
The-
should stick to
the
features to
album
be
is like-
honest.
That one was hard, yo. You go back and listen to it. Trust me, there's some slaps.
like it's only like 3, 4, 5 songs
Man,
that I fuck
Shani.
on that
See,
album.
there's selective bangers on
But
that
then he's
album.
kind of like
But
doing.
the whole album.
Oh, no, but if we're doing that, so have you listened to Roddy Rich's tape or album? Hold on. Let's be objective. Wait. Let's if we're gonna analyze, let's analyze it. Have you listened to Roddy Rich's tape or album? Anyone here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
You have? Okay. Everything on Roddy Nelly. Shout out to you. Everything on Roddy Rich's tape is a banger. There's no selective bangers on that.
Selective bangers.
So all of them have selective bangers,
No,
but
but
whose
the
selective
thing
banger
is,
slaps
with
harder
Gunna-
than who?
with Gunna, for example, this guy has like three tapes.
Speaking to the mic, bro.
He has like 3 tapes. Bro, he has a lot of stuff. But not
He
gonna
has a lot
lie,
of
yeah,
shit
Gunna
out.
he kind of like evolved over time. Cause like say, when did what's the name of that Young Thug album that he was wearing the dress? I can't remember.
Jeffrey.
When did Jeffrey drop?
Best album
2016.
ever.
16.
The best
2016.
16 times.
So basically, Gunna, the music he was making before 2015, you can hear it like on that feature if you want to take that as an example. So like he's kind of evolved, but then I kind of feel like with the music that he's dropped, from that evolution to now, I feel like it's like
Yeah.
very little differences.
Okay, let me ask you this though: Do you expect when Roddy drops a new project, do you expect it to be any different from anything he's put out?
I feel like
'Cause
it
I
should
really
sound
don't
like.
either.
I'm not gonna expect it to sound like any different, but then the thing is that like with this kind of stuff, because you're dropping a project, it should be kind of like the sounds. It shouldn't be like anything that's like your old one. You should try and make it different.
That's what I actually
and
said
top
earlier
it.
before you
He
came.
said
You know?
that. He said that.
Cause like it's like okay, say you drop album A and album B. Album B comes out a year after you drop album A.
And they sound
What
the
have I
same.
done? What have I?
The thing
actually-
is-
Yeah, and
the
like
thing is, you
if
need
album
to-
A and B sound the same, what have I really gained from street?
yeah.
Yeah, what have I
The thing
gained?
is,
That's one big thing about music, cause like you need to, even
you
like
need to evolve.
I'm not
Yeah, you
saying
need to
change your
evolve.
fucking sound, but then evolve the sound.
It's like if
Oh,
like
in
honestly in
agreement
this
with
room
you.
now,
Some-
if any of you heard,
some different.
if they told you, oh yeah, Roddy Ricch is dropping an album, how many of you niggas would like actually take time of your day to be like, yeah, I'm waiting for that new Roddy, like.
Not me.
like say artists like say Young Thug, Travis Scott. These guys are like rappers.
Yeah, they
These
evolve.
guys from
Facts.
Travis Scott is my favorite like musician like alive. Travis Scott since he dropped Al Pharaoh, Drugs You Should Try It,
Yeah.
Rodeo,
No, he's evolved.
There's
Birds in the Trap.
There's a completely
Astroworld.
different. Every
The
single
thing is,
nothing is the same.
The thing
There's
is, yeah,
nothing is
like
the same.
with evolution, you have to at the right time because you can completely lose your fan base if you evolve at the wrong time.
Shout out to
Let's say
testing.
if you, go on.
Because if you look at testing, yeah, he evolved at a time where nobody was willing to move.
Uh-huh.
with him.
But the thing is,
and I can't like, I was part of this
right now,
as well, and then
everybody
I went
wants.
back and I listened to it.
Everyone,
Same.
everyone wants new
Same.
music. Like as soon as they can get new music. Like someone like Lil Uzi now, guys are shedding tears, breaking down because he hasn't dropped the album in a year. Like, bro, it wasn't.
Me,
That's for hiding his
The album was 20. That's
Honestly.
in the fetal position. Just
wait.
where are you? Uzi?
What?
We're still begging.
Love is Rage 2. That
We're
was
still
2
begging.
years.
Love
need
is
Uzi, come back.
Wait, what?
please.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago.
3
bro.
years ago.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's
Rage
been
2,
a
that was-
long ass time.
That was 3 years.
That was.
Yeah.
Okay, they have the right to. Okay, but basically, the example I'm trying to give is say somebody drops an album this year. by the end
expecting a new
of
album.
this
It's
year, guys are
exciting.
already saying, "Hey."
But
new
that's up to
music.
you. That's up to
And
you.
then
if you
like you're
wanna
not
drop it or
really giving niggas time to
No,
like
but if we're being honest,
to like go through all these things.
You can take your time with this.
Go on.
You
but
really
then no,
can.
right now you actually can't because
No,
everybody
but
wants.
it's the type of musician that
you know what? I
Thing is,
feel
if
like
you're
Wait. Hold on. Let Lane talk. Let Lane talk for a bit. Sorry,
Go on, Daddy.
please
you
wait.
control the timeline because look at artists like Rihanna. Everyone's be screaming, drop an album.
And that bitch will make her. She will make them wait.
Do you know Frank Ocean?
She's not even giving
Frank
up the
Ocean.
Frank Ocean held,
For
he held
years.
the Blonde album for so long that we even forgot there was going to be an album.
Oh no, we didn't
And
forget.
by
The streets
time
was
he dropped
watching.
The album, we were impressed. It's like you control it. It's your art.
I've not
Regarding-
like, can I say
okay,
something?
for it. Go on.
I feel like because in this like social media day and age, it's very easy to like fade out really quickly
That's
as
exactly
quickly
what
as
I'm
you
gonna
blow
say.
up. So I feel like a lot of artists are like, instead of trying to actually find and evolve their sound, they're just trying to flood as much as they
Wait,
can
one
to
thing.
stay relevant as much as they can.
I will say one thing. That is true if you let yourself be swept by it. If your whole appeal is hype, that is the poison that you will drown in. It is the truth. I'm gonna be real. It's hard to distinguish, and you know what? Hype happens to everybody, and it is a pressure. I'm sure it is, but you can wait if you do care about the music. If you don't
will
just
wait.
care about the like,
wait, exactly.
you will wait until you have something.
It's
Have
been-
something worth your fans listening to, so that when that wait that you drop something that was worth that wait, everybody shuts the hell up.
Yeah, like Frank Ocean.
Exactly.
No, but-
And not everybody is a Frank Ocean. Please go.
The thing is, I'm gonna say two things. First one, regarding the whole like you can take your time thing, it's easier said than done. Because like when you actually look at it, if you take quote unquote too much time, you will fade or you will lose. You will lose. But then wait. But then regarding the whole Rihanna Frank Ocean thing, first of all, Rihanna is Rihanna.
Yeah, true.
Like
that.
guys really, this woman retired, bro. Like anyhow you look at
Yeah,
it, she actually
she's not making
retired.
music anymore.
Guys forced her out of retirement. Like that's really it. With Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean makes good music, yeah, and it's also a thing about his fans.
Yeah.
Frank Ocean is a openly bisexual black man. Plus, he did have like a big role to play in a lot of niggas' childhoods. This nigga was an OF. It's like saying, nah, man, we can't use Frank Ocean.
Alex,
we can't use
I got
What were you
a
gonna say,
question in
Alex?
the room, yeah, because
Yeah,
Lil
Alex.
Wayne has like recently come back in it. He didn't drop an album for like 5 years, and now he's finally got out of his bullshit deal.
Yeah.
So I do think people were kind of saying he fell off, but that's just because he didn't put anything out. And now that he's back, people are checking for him. So I think that's testing.
But then again, Lil Wayne is a legend.
Lil Wayne
Yeah,
is
but,
too cheap, bro. Lil Wayne is too
I
cheap.
feel like
What?
the legendary status, it doesn't cover everybody. So are you gonna say if Lauryn Hill drops an album right now, you're gonna rush and look for
Nah,
it?
People
her time-
will, though.
See,
We
yeah,
will, but
bro,
people
no
will.
cap.
I will.
But she's waited way too long. Like
No, but
What?
she's like legend though.
Like
And
she's
more than Lil Wayne.
actually legend. Like in the sense of
People
who-
will check for
like,
that.
I will listen to that
We
album.
may not,
Lil
but
Wayne is
people
pretty
will
much
check
a
for that.
legend.
I would say I would check for that Lil Wayne Hill album, even out of curiosity. Like, what does she
of course.
sound like
actually,
after 50?
it's like a Tribe Called
Jesus.
Quest dropped an album in
Yeah.
2016.
and I still listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we're being honest, not a lot of people went to that album.
Yeah, but
But they still listen to it, though.
They have legendary status already. in the
Yeah,
game.
but niggas
at
won't
the
really
same
check it for that
time-
album.
But we're not
It's
saying
gonna
hold on.
be
But we're
nice.
not
It's
saying
like-
wait
it's like,
5
we put you
years.
up there in that pedestal, but are we gonna keep dusting you from that pedestal, like
Yeah,
polishing you and making
Okay,
you
that is a
better
fair
king?
point.
Like-
I mean, let's be honest. With everything, life is about finesse, and there's timing with finesse.
The
Don't
only
get me
person I can
wrong.
say is allowed to do that is Bobby Shmurda. I'm waiting for that nigga to.
Bobby
Facts.
For that nigga to-
But we're not saying wait 6 years or 7 years or 8 years. We're
Yeah.
saying
You have to, bro.
take your time. Even if it's most of these rappers don't wait a year and a half. Gunna's gonna have a new mixtape in 3 months.
Yeah.
Like there are guys that have like there are guys that don't need. There are people that have like they always say they have so amounts of like songs in the vault, and like depending on who you are, you shouldn't have these many songs in the vault. Like say someone like
Someone
Someone
Gunna
like
shouldn't be
Blueface or
saying they should
Gunna,
have. They have.
he
1,000
shouldn't
songs
say
in the
fucking he
vault.
has 1,000 songs in
Yeah,
the,
but
in
I
the
feel
vault.
like at this point, at this crossroad, you're not looking at them from the point that like these guys, they probably only make songs that last for a short while, so they need other songs to keep them going.
That's
They
Lil
need to
Pump.
re-up. It's like if they were a car, after driving for like I don't know a day or something, you need to tank up. Like these guys, you can't just tell them, oh, just.
I don't know. I feel like if you're the type of musician that makes music for the short run, I guess it makes sense. Just make sure it's like a banger or a hit or
Like
whatever.
Blueface.
But then like Blueface, Lil Pump or
Yeah,
whatever.
but
I feel like
we
Gunna
live
is
in
also in
times
that
where
category
people
as
have
well.
very short
But then
attention span.
Yeah, we live-
but then there are also people that
It's like,
try to
don't
make
forget
music that's good for the long run, and then there are also guys that do both. Drake is the type that will do both.
Yeah, he does both.
Longevity has it.
Say Frank Ocean is the type that will,
That would do both.
Let me not say
He
both.
drops singles.
With Drake, though, I don't think
bangers
that's a great example because I feel like what he does is that he hops on a particular wave to
It's
remain
like he's
relevant.
The thing is-
he's
the thing-
hopping on new waves.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
But then what's?
Never ends.
But then see,
Continuous.
No, but there are certain like
It's
you know.
always gonna be jumping.
Save More Life for example, yeah.
What?
Save More Life for example.
Yeah.
Go on.
Let me
Think
quickly
about it.
grab what
Think
I'm
about
trying
it.
to say.
Think
Let it
about it.
marinate.
No rush. No rush.
The whatever you want to call it, playlist, album, it's good. It's different from the one that he dropped before, which was Views, mainly because of the UK influence, let me say. But then, if you actually look at it, it's not like he's incorporating the sound, let me say. Not
The
really that
sound?
he's hopping on it.
No, because like when it comes to let's think about 2016 One Dance, yeah. Like I don't know, I feel like a lot of even just pop
Fantastic
music,
example.
yeah,
But
with
keep
pop
going.
music, yeah, like a lot of what was popular in pop music was like these tropical sounding,
Beats.
these sweet sound. So he samples this UK funky house tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
he
think
really
yeah.
does.
He knew.
Wizkid.
Oh,
No,
That's about Wizkid, but
I need a
yeah. But he knew exactly. He knows what
Like Drake is a smart
Yeah,
ass.
very
He
smart.
knows.
That
smart.
nigga
He
is
knows what
intelligent.
niggas like.
He knows what people. That's one of the best things
He's
you as a
also
musician
shady.
should
You
have to have a
should
good ear.
know what people want
Uh-huh.
to hear. This
Uh-huh.
nigga
As
knows,
much as I hate Drake, I would like
this
he has
nigga
that
knows
on
what
lock.
Can't
everybody
hate.
wants to hear.
hate Drake, you can't say.
I hate Drake has a song for everyone.
The thing
Like
is, Drake is the man with the plan. That's
He
what we
knows
have to just
I agree.
everything that he needs to
what
do.
Dante just said is very
there- like
important.
Drake has like some songs where he
What-
goes hard, like "Lose You" on that was on what's it called?
What Scorpion?
Not Scorpion.
Drake will drop
that
a
was
song like
was
Hype.
on that was that playlist more like "Lose You." He's snap. Like I like Drake for that kind of Drake, and then there's people that like Drake for his
There's a Drake for everybody.
God's Plan.
That's a fact.
Yeah, and then there's
There's a Drake
Drake,
for everybody.
You know, there's a
Drake
Drake
knows-
for everybody.
What Dante just said is very important. Like,
Drake knows what he's doing. Like he'll drop a song for like the rap fans. Like if you listen to Views, you know Hype. That nigga went hard on the song.
Yeah, Hype was
If
a good one.
if you're the type that wants to be like in your feels, you're going through something, jaded. Did I lose you? That type of shit. If you're the type that wants to like get hype, you know, KMT. If you're the type that's looking for like summer vibes or whatever, we have, what do you call it? That
Madiba
song,
Rhythm.
Madiba Rhythm. We got stuff like what's
Get
the
It
one
Together.
with Hell No, never let a nigga ride your way. No,
I know
this
it's
nigga knows.
Portland.
Portland with Quavo.
Poland is the best song on that album. The and Sacrifices.
We gonna go
I'm
like
not sure actually. No,
Travis Scott
Sacrifices
goes,
is the best song on that album, but that's fair. What Dante just said is very important, and that's the fact that no matter, say it again, say it with your chest to the
No matter
mic,
how much you hate Drake, you can't say he's not a good artist.
because it
He's
takes
a good
artistry to do that, and
He's a
then
good
he's
artist.
kind of right.
Yeah, like as much as I hate Drake,
I don't
like,
hate
it hurts me to say this, but he's like, for when I want to talk about an artist, like Drake is my like
Drake is the
staple. He's
only
like the
artist
example you're
Him and
supposed to
Kanye.
use. Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
even with the Kanye thing, Drake is the only artist in the past 10 years to have been peaking.
Yeah.
Like if you look at it, he hasn't.
It's like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
think
yeah.
he's in his peak and then he gets
He's
better.
been peaking.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you think Drake is in his peak and then he does some shit and he levels up the next year.
Because think
And
about Hotline Bling. Like you thought that was alright.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
get it.
yeah,
exactly.
And then he came
And
out
then-
and then he comes with
Just
In
hold
My
on.
Feelings.
No, wait. Even before that, Just Hold On, We're Going Home was like the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, like
And
niggas
then-
meme the hell out of that shit. I
And then
remember.
Hotline Bling, and then In My Feelings. No, even before that, One Dance,
Bro,
and then there's
Controller.
Nice for What. It's
That fucking
insane.
controller.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Drake is the type
Play
of
that shit
guy.
in the club tonight.
Yeah, Drake is the type of guy that the song with Block Boy JB, as big as that song was, or a song for like Nice for What, is like one of his least popular, not least popular, but like it's not his biggest single.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Regular.
Drake made Summer 16, man. Like,
It's not only.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Can't say only.
But
and he made.
Uzi did as well, actually. Let's not lie.
Oh,
Uzi, Rihanna,
yeah. What's happening?
Wizkid as well.
Okay. So what's the conclusion for this segment? As much as we have tangented, but that's because Roddy Ricch, there's not a huge amount to say about him.
You can't really.
But there is a point that we've been trying to make, and the point we're trying to make is musicality is rewarded. Like, say what you will, Drake does drop an album every year, but like he is a music. Say what you will about Drake, as much as I don't particularly love him, he's a musical person. I don't hate Drake, I just don't like his music.
Why?
I just don't fuck with Drake as a person.
That's fair.
Yeah, like musically,
Very 50-50.
yeah.
But
He's a very iffy kind of guy, but like as an artist, yeah, he's.
As a person, he's very iffy, bro.
yeah, but the ultimate point
His name is
is,
Champagne Pappy. Like,
you know what I mean? Like, who are you? Like, exactly, a old man. But it doesn't matter. The point we're trying to make is musicality is rewarded, and music, like, as much as I feel like we make this point every week in some type of way, you can't just make songs for, make your money, get to barbershop and live your life. But if you really want to like exist in this music business, if you do evolve your sound, eventually, even if it takes a while, people will get to you. Danny Brown was evolving his sound for God knows how many years before he got some ears on him. It's ridiculous. I'm surprised that man didn't quit. From what you said about it, because I didn't even know about that much. I knew him from Atrocity Exhibition onwards, and like, yeah, if you make good music, if you take time and make your music, people will check for it.
Eventually.
It will take a while.
Yeah, it will take a while. Yeah, definitely.
Stop following the sheep is the ultimate purpose of this episode. I feel like that's what we should even title the episode, right? The sheep are very fickle.
Destroy the hive mind.
Yeah, destroy the hive mind. Now I'm gonna play. We are gonna read the Billboard thing, but I'm gonna play Daft Punk, and then we'll play Miles Davis, and then we'll come back. Stay tuned. Peace. All right. For the last time, check 1 2. This song Lose Your Mind to. My name is Sam, as usual. Thank you for staying with us. If you have, if you're on YouTube, thank you for listening. Share, show everybody, comments, like, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff. If you've enjoyed it, I think this has been a great episode.
It has.
Yeah.
We got the final segment.
We should keep it like this. I like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Okay. So the final segment, Alexis said we didn't do this segment last week because we missed you so much. We're like, how can we do this without you? How can we read out
we
the
couldn't
thing?
cheat,
We couldn't.
Yeah.
Because we forgot as well. But also the
Alright, we got new music out today, or the 15th of March. Anyway, whenever you're listening to this, we got Chief Keef and Zaytoven, Scarlord, Lil Goatee.
Lil Goat. That's my nigga.
Lil
That's my
Gotti.
nigga.
but it's true. That's on
It's
banks.
true.
Oh,
Dizzy
no, that's the one I
Wright,
liked. No, keep going. Sorry.
Crooked Eye, Tis Korean, Convolk, Dinero Farah, Young Chop, Al Camino, Toby Nguigwe. That's all right.
Toby Nwigwe.
Yeah, I said it right. Lil West, Devlin. Right, that's the albums, and then we got EPs from Zakari, Nav, Cyber, Maxo, Young Morpheus.
Can I just say it's a cyber with the SYBYR?
I thought
Yeah.
Nav retired.
I hope to not retire.
I don't know. I guess not, bro.
I
Anyway.
hope to not retired.
I feel like this happens every week. There's always someone that's like, huh?
Yeah.
You? Like,
Zachary dropped a new EP. It might not be great because Zachari's music is not that fantastic, but I'm gonna check it out. Like, just
yeah, fingers
as a
crossed.
TDE thing.
I'm looking forward to if it's good anyway. Schoolboy Q, Num Num Juice. Yeah, we talked about that. We got some Beast Coast featuring Joey Badass, Flatbush Zombies, The
Slayer.
Underachievers, Kirk
Good
Knight,
song, good
Nick
song.
Caution, CJ Flight, and that sounds sick just from that.
It was cool.
New Anderson .Paak, which seems like early for me because the album just came out, but whatever. Denzel Curry, Yellow Wolf, Madlib, Tiara Whack, YBN Corday, Reason, Le'Veon Bell,
Le'Veon Bell.
Yellow Wolf,
Sure.
Uncle Adams, YNW Melly. You heard about that guy? He shot up like his school for.
He showed up
Killed
his
his two
school.
best friends.
Yeah. that shit's-
Legendary.
Allegedly.
Oh, I thought
YNW Melly. I only heard
about
about him recently because he had that track with Kanye, and then I heard about this the crazy shit, bro. He found a gun when he was like 5, started taking it everywhere with him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he kill a cop? Was that
There's that, and he allegedly killed his two best friends.
Jesus?
Crazy, bro.
He's fighting the
So-
charge right now.
He's charged right now.
Yeah, he's fighting them.
Jesus.
Yeah, they just found out basically. So come out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's terrible.
Check that. His song might not be on everything anyway.
Bomb petition.
Yeah. Tech 9, Tory Lanez, Lunas, Post Malone, feat Roddy Ricch and Tiger, Megan Thee Stallion, E40, Mattox and Warhol.
Ooh, that's a slap.
SS,
That's a slap.
Warhol's
Yeah,
Iron.
Warhol SS.
Alright.
What genre of music is it?
Trap. SoundCloud rap.
Yeah, you find out SoundCloud. Your Old Droog.
Really?
Lil Mosey. Ankle John. Blockboy JB. Grizz. DJ Muggs and Mac Homie. Timo. Internet Strangers. Lil Keed. Greedo and Mustard. Rich the Kid and Tory Lanez. Planet Hank. Conway the Machine. Ill Bill and Stu Bangers.
Yo, please check out Conway, because check out everybody in Griselda. I say that every
Oh,
week.
Kanye with the
'cause one of them
Machine,
drops every
feat
week.
Busta Rhymes.
Every song that they've listened to that he's brought up, slap. Griselda's awesome. That's West Side. That's West Side Gun. That's Conway, and that's there's one more. What's his name? And he's actually one of the best ones. Benny the Butcher, which is a great rap name. But that's his name. And
There's
all
a
of them are
busy
dope.
week this week. There's a lot of singles. Yeah.
That's not even all of them. There's like a whole bunch of like. Have you heard of Vampire Weekend?
No.
They had that song A Punk. Hey. You heard the song before, huge song. But they're releasing the album. That's got the indie world talking.
Okay.
There's a Australian rock band called King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard that
Yeah,
just dropped
yeah.
a new single.
I see. I only really go through like the hip hop.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's cool.
really.
That's cool. But it just shows how much more music there is.
Oh
man.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. The amount of music that's released every day is insane.
Crazy, man.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
And I put a track on my SoundCloud. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Did I say that on a?
To whom you may concern.
Yeah.
Just say it again.
It's called "Cause Me More Stress."
How do we find
My account on SoundCloud is called Alex B Dead. No spaces. We find it there.
Check
Alex
that out.
B, like BE or B.
Yeah, B.
Okay. Yeah.
Appreciate
To whom may concern, the best show on Netflix came out. I can't remember last week or last 2 weeks. It's called Afterlife. It's written by Ricky Gervais. It's starred in by Ricky Gervais. He's a great comedian, and it's the only show on Netflix that's legitimately like made my stomach hurt with laughter, apart from the Dave Chappelle thing. So yeah, please check it out. Please give this show like views. I mean, Ricky Gervais is gonna be fine regardless, but like it's a good show. Like show Netflix that we like good stuff, and it's not only like trash about sex. Thank you. Shout out to everybody that came on the show today. Y'all were awesome. Share with everybody. Like and subscribe. We love you all. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.